that Prophet in the lane. Well, it does look like Enchantress slipping around in that jungle, farming small camp.
Oh, this is exactly what you want from your Enchantress. I mean, he is doing a good job just getting
back. Under tower with the Avalanche. Malik dropping low as well, but Mad Frog, the one to die. And Faith Beyond grabbing that first blood early on.
Malik wants to die. He wants to be able to deal as much damage as he can. This is not Aegis, you know, because it's level 1 Roche, so it's mostly about getting that trade, going back to full HP, full mana.
Yeah, and the thing with taking level 1 Roshan, of course, you're going to have that second Roshan come up so much faster than really you expect, and it offsets your expectations in the game. You know, LGD you just get used to this kind of rhythm of, okay, you know, 20 minutes in, they'll try Rosh, then 10 minutes later, there'll be another Roshan.
But you know what, Gary? It's completely different to what it was before, because second Roshan now gives you a shard. So potentially, we could have like 8-minute Rosh, 10-minute Rosh, and someone picks it up. Let's see who would be benefiting a lot.
Ursa's shard is great. I think it's probably one of the best ones in this game. You know, Mars is all right.
Yeah, if you get the one for Snapfire, that's pretty good. If you get one for Prophet.
Oh yeah, they've got some really. It's going to be.
I don't think
it's going to be a battle within the team to try and figure out who gets it.
What happens even? Because you can buy shard at 15 minutes. Maybe if you get a shard, it doesn't even work.
No,
because I have not seen it.
I'm pretty sure it does. You know, we were playing in a caster stack a couple of days ago, and Lyrical, you know, they were on a lost streak, so it's pleb TPing out. They were looking for ways to win a game.
Oh, good Hurricane.
Good little drag back there. P1 does have a little extra regen to keep himself fine on that tier 1 tower. There's Lyrical's plan to try and get a victory. It was like, guys, let's just do something. Dang, let's go level 1 Roshan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just get the shard. 10 minutes in, it's fine. You use it. You got it. It's not locked. It's not disabled. Perfectly reasonable.
Looking at the mid matchup, 33 CS, but a lot of those are small camp, which Puck is farming. Evo's doing a pretty good job, I would say. 24. You know, he's still playing against Nothing to Say, one of the best mid laners in the world. He's trying to stack the small camp for himself. Puck could potentially steal that one.
Yeah, absolutely could. I'm very interested to see what Evo does in terms of rotation as well, because he's about to hit level 6. So we could see that move with, you know, a TP up to top. Maybe if LGD get a little over-eager with this dire creep wave arriving at the tier 1. And Death Prophet might be a little out of position. But Mars, for now, he's going to start wandering down towards that bottom jungle. Spots the Y Enchantress.
Ready to go in.
The Alpha Wolf.
Nothing to Say does not want to connect. He's like, I'm going to go for these creeps instead. And look at the way he's using Orb on a mid lane. He nukes the mid wave and also nukes the small camp. So pretty efficient.
Absolutely perfect efficiency. Yeah, 45 CS.
Next Roshan may respawn in 2 minutes. We just started the game.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, I did get that level 1 Roshan on D-boosters. Malik's already spent the Aegis, as he's been left to his own devices now. Top rune illusion, but in that bottom rune spot.
Good juke.
And the arena comes out, the coil's in on them, and Mars about to die. Does get a courier kill on his way out there. A couple of couriers falling, in fact. P1, Jinq, and Wise Courier dying along with the Evo Mars. And P1 on the run back away from the rest of LGD, but the toss forward, that should be able to catch the Bane. Even with a Nightmare there, the Alpha Wolf will take his life.
And taking off some pressure from Spectre. Spectre's about to hit level 6 right now. It's a long cooldown. It's 3-minute long cooldown on Haunt. And it's also mana consuming. 150. Spectre just doesn't have enough mana. One of the reasons why Ame is going for Ring of Pass. Yeah, I see that more often on the carries or even just the casual Sage Mask to be able to get some mana, not so you don't get the clarities. It's all about being efficient. Carry players, they don't like consumables, Gary.
They don't. They don't. And they don't like spending more money than they need to. It used to be a thing, right, the Spectre, a bunch of heroes buying Echo Saber. PA was doing it because they wanted that mana regen, they wanted tankiness, and it seemed nice as Faith Bian getting ripped limb from limb by Malik, but Spirit Siphon, nice bit of heal. Well, down at bottom, the toss back, dagger forward from Arme. Why trying to connect in onto this Prophet, but it's basically just creating a barrier, allowing Creep Wave and a couple of heroes to maybe get some damage onto that tier 1, while Prophet and Bane can't defend too effectively. Well, they do back up in the end.
I guess they were giving respect to Spectre's Haunt, because she can come there, but she doesn't have that much mana. Like, you need 300 mana for, let's call that combo. Not that good of a combo. Haunt and one
dagger.
Spectral Dagger, yeah.
I guess once you got like 400 mana, there are 150 mana each on those spells. It's not a lot of fun. Yeah, we used to see that Echo Saber, and it's like, well, if I'm not disassembling into BKB, it doesn't feel particularly good buying the whole thing. So, you know, a Sage's Mask or a Ring of Banshee gives you a very
there was a
similar
time when it
amount.
was good. Echo Saber into Aghanim Scepter build, and
Yeah,
then
true.
you went for Orchid, where Orchid had a different build-up.
Evo. He's got some backup coming. Nothing to say, gives him the coil again. He arenas defensively as they try to Nightmare, delay the death of the Mars, but in comes Arme. Straight up Haunt, back into action, in towards Pleb now. Prophet gets the Sprout out, but nothing to say, just on top of them with a Waning Rift. And his Ghost flying out will find yet another kill for LGD.
And nothing to say,
stop
he's
the
not
puck.
done. He wants another one, potentially.
He can't kill off P1, but he'll orb towards the Ursa. He's level 7 on Malik, but it's just an onslaught of LGD aggression. Coming in towards top tower, an orb forward should be able to get the distance closed in. And a double kill for Puck, turn into a triple maybe here, but it's Faith Beyond to grab up that additional kill. 8-0 so far. LGD storming towards victory.
PSG LGD that we are used to see. Like
Clean.
one move, yeah, exactly. Clean execution, especially from Fate Beyond. He goes in with the ghosts, multiple Spirit Siphons running, and he's ready to dive.
P1 looking to try and deward. Not going to find anything nearby that. He's done a good job so far. He got the ward in behind that bottom tier 1 tower. And put himself in good positions to protect his Prophet and his Mars.
Next Roshan will respawn in a minute, so that means potentially they could try to take it one more time. Cookie.
Man, why? He can either heal off. The coil, though, holding those two supports back as Malik does swipe in towards the Enchantress. And Orb across will get the puck some distance, and there's nothing the Mars can do to help out anymore.
They got the one kill. This is it. One kill on the hero, one kill on Roshan. So they're keeping things balanced. Jin Q.
Oh, Malik, gotta be careful. He does have the enrage still, but you know, a toss back, a bit of damage from that puck could bring him down quite easily.
All 3 cores from PSG LGD on top of net worth right now.
Oh, they are. Getting all their key items very quickly, like that Witchblade so early on. An enormous amount of damage.
10-minute Witchblade that we're talking about. So you can pretty much solo kill both supports. And like even Ursa doesn't have that much HP, does have enrage, but still needs to be very careful. And they're not building into like any HP items. So for the next 10-15 minutes, I'd say this puck is going to have a pretty good time.
Yeah, looks like a free game for nothing to say. I mean, what's going to catch him?
Nightmare,
a grip from Fog.
Potentially Spear, but there's a silence, there's a toss back, there's also global presence from Spectre, and here they go again.
Look who's back! LGD are pinging it out. They know that something's up in the pit. They've scanned it.
Oh,
Malik gets bashed by Roshan. That's not looking good. Arena comes, the kiss is landing. That's good damage out from the D-boosters. In towards nothing to say, but he's got the coil and the orb over the top of them. A toss across will help them kill off Malik, but they get the takedown on the puck. That's a huge kill for them. Faith Bian and Y, though, pairing up to chase back Evo towards his triangle and away from the pit. And LGD might just steal it away from them.
It was a good combo. Snapfire ulti with Mars Arena. They do manage to bring puck down. Easy 350 for Snapfire, and there's still ulti running on Death Prophet, but they need to be careful. It just ran out back to full HP, not enough damage. So, like this Roshan, the way the boosters are playing right now, like it's gonna get threatened because they know that there is no exorcism.
Oh, nice cookie. Y has a ton of heals though, and Malik, who's just respawned, he turns on towards Jin Q. The spear misses on him, so he has to go for the Earth Shock instead. And quickly, Arme moves himself out of the Sprout. But it looks like D-Booster's going to give up on Roshan for a few minutes now. LGD have brought everybody. They've brought back on Jin Q. P1 denies a regen rune in the middle of all that nonsense. And Roshan stands tall.
Yeah, the standoff. PSG LGD, they're fine with that as long as they have something inside the pit. And here we go. The Vision battle is going to start. Treant protected, just not protectors, they're just called Treants from Nature's Prophet. And also Y will be sending out his creeps inside the pit to see if anyone's gonna go for another attempt. Malik, yeah, pretty standard Ursa build, even though from the offlane, like, it's very difficult to go for different item build. So going for casual Morbid Mask gives you that sustain. You can farm the Ancients, and now going for the Fusel Blade, very close to it, just 400 gold away.
Not looking too bad. The net worth of the Radiant, yeah, they're behind LGD, but they're not massively behind. They're still going to get their items up and running.
Haunt on the mid lane.
They try and kill off Malik's Ursa. And nothing to say in Arme pairing up together. Now looks like D-Boosters thinking about pushing out top tier 1 tower. Would give them a bit more room around the Roche pit and a bit more land to play into up top. They're currently very passive and setting up with P1 bottom. He's got Nightmare Grip, so plenty of time to set up for TP reactions.
Oh, Jin-Q is going to be dead for a very long time. He did buyback in the previous fight, so 40 seconds. 53. All right.
53 seconds. There is a trade, though. Nothing to say. He was able to arrive in time. A little unfortunate that D-Boosters weren't able to use this distraction as a Roshan taking tool. That's one of those things, you know, if you're absolutely all on the same page, you're like, okay, we're going to gank bottom. 2 heroes will be expended down there. We can maybe go Roche with the remaining 3. A spear into the pit, though, catches White. Kisses, some good damage from Mad Frog. Should be able to find the Enchantress, even though it takes a while. So we'll be there to add the finishing touches.
Let's see if they go for another attempt.
It feels like they've got to. It feels like one of those things where if they... Oh, Arme, careful, buddy. Those Ancients pack a punch. But if you don't get the second Roshan, then it feels like you're kind of resigning yourself to losing the game anyway. So all in, get into the pit. Faith Bian, and nothing to say, straight on to this. Mars, who is silenced, gets the arena out just before he dies, but Ursa, he gets the Aegis. That's what they came for. Now try and fight into Faith Bian. He's still stuck in the arena, but look at Jin-Q, just bursting through Pleb. Prophet gone, Ursa loses Aegis now, and LGD, 5 alive, all surrounding this poor teddy bear. It's no picnic for him, he's dead.
They went all in. I mean, this type of strategy, they try to surprise him. They did at level 1, got the Roshan, and now attempted to go for the second one, picked up both Aegis and Shard. Nature's Prophet did get it, but at what cost? Like, they're losing out so much, and because they were always grouped up around Roche to be able to threaten it. Meanwhile, Ame, with global presence, like, you know that he's going to be joining fights, but he also wants to farm his Aghanim Scepter to have even more global presence.
Yeah, and I'm thinking back to that draft, we were thinking what heroes could Ame pick. We thought about the PL, the TB, the Naga, these illusion heroes, but against the Nature's Prophet, the Spectre gives you that additional ability to stop his split pushing. Get on top of him, make sure he's not shoving out these waves, opening up the map for the rest of his team. Because that is one of the ways to kind of come back from a scenario like this, is controlling the map and finding space where otherwise you wouldn't have that additional farm. 8k lead now for LGD though, as D-Boosters are smoked. Expecting someone to come down bottom to try and shove out this wave. Nobody from LGD anywhere nearby though.
They have 2 big items coming up, one on Spectre, the Aghanim Scepter that we talked about, and also Puck with Boots of Travel. So even more that global presence. Jin-Q did pick up his Blink Dagger, even though he was off to a really bad start. Did need to buy back in the previous fight. Also Holy Locket. Why just wants to be like this healing Enchantress. Holy Locket done, going into Shard.
The mobile fountain. The heal bot 2000. Malik running away from top. Looks like he kind of wants to go triangle. But they've moved in towards bottom. They've caught out Arme. He's not going to survive though. Pleb's going to be out in the open as they toss them back into the avalanche, and they're going to lose a hell of a lot just for killing off this Spectre. Mad Frog about to drop with the Enchantress. Right click, not finishing him off, just escaping with a sliver of HP. And P1 gets the Nightmare down, well, nothing to say, focuses in towards Evo. He's got a spear and a rebuke, but he's dead to the Witchblade. And P1 trapped in the trees. Oh, is he juking?
He's pretending he's not there. Be quiet, Gary.
I'm a tree. He's one of those little kids in the school play. They couldn't give him a speaking part, so they turned him into a tree. P1.
Boring though game ni, guys.
He's found by Y.
Yeah, he already used the TP. Fate Beyond did stop his teleport with Yule's Scepter, but he's buying a lot of time. Look at this. It took them, I'd say, almost a full minute to be able to kill Bane.
They get him in the end. They go up top, nothing to say in army. Respawn with a Spectre, Haunt onto Malik. And Mad Frog being eyed up by
One-sided
GQ.
game, one-sided game throw.
But of course, already used his blink. That's a beautiful courier he's got as well. It's like snow particles coming out of Jinkyu's courier.
Oh yeah, China definitely has best couriers. Like all the particles, all the effects. If there's something in the game,
look at that one as well.
This looks expensive.
It's a little fishy. What's that? What is it? Is it Saturn with the rings, isn't it? Orbital decay.
Sounds very fancy.
Beautiful stuff. But yeah, they are the cosmetic kings. Wine Faith Beyond down bot. Looking to get in onto this tier 2 tower, unlock the outpost for themselves. And Jinkyu waiting in the fog, ready to strike. D-boosters, very wise decision to not defend this. One of the most difficult objectives on the map to try and defend.
Game is very difficult for D-boosters, even though like they're scaling. Oh,
yeah,
this
look
is
at that.
the power. Having boots of travel on Puck and also Spectre with the Aghanim Scepter. So out of nowhere, you show 3 heroes. All you need is 1 to set things up, and most of the time, that's going to be Jinkyu.
It's just immediate as well, isn't it? Snap their fingers, and suddenly 2 heroes die.
No pun intended. Killing Snapfires, snap their fingers.
Nervous kot lawan team besar, maybe
That's why I'm here. If I'm not the one who's using
Game one-sided
ones,
gila guys.
I
or
see
using his brain.
unintentional. Yeah, I'm the one who's using the brain in this cast. That's correct.
I turned mine off
Dari
on
shake
purpose.
shark bug. Berapa tu Korea tu
So
Azim?
yeah,
Kau
Mars
tahu
does
ke?
have a BKB, so at least he's gonna be having something against Puck, so he will be able to get better arenas. Still, a lot of physical damage from both Spectre and the Exorcism. Fate Beyond, super high level, level 15.
Still a good chance though for D-boosters to win a couple of fights though, right? If they get these head-on-head clashes where they're 5v5, they've got arena kisses, and they just can't bleed out kills like this when Ursa, when the Prophet are dying 1 by 1. You've got these extended periods where you have 1 hero dead for 40, then they respawn, another hero dead for 40, they respawn, and it's just this effect where you're never able to fight as a full squad together.
Map just gets very difficult to play for D-boosters. Extremely hard to get out of the map. They need to bring numbers, otherwise it's gonna keep happening. Oh, look at this.
Do they have any stuns though?
No stuns yet. It's probably gonna be Manta style into Scotty, into Basher for Ame, but if he thinks that he can get more out of Basher, he might just pick it up, considering how far ahead they are right now.
Yeah, it could work for him. Cancel grip, catch these TPing heroes. Maybe set up and give more time for Nothing to Say's Puck to arrive. Evo doing a nice job, just grabbing the
598.
wave.
What the fuck, mahal gila.
Try and open things up a little better. Like the bottom half or third of the map, not really somewhere that D-boosters can play into, so it's nice to see them coming in towards mid and up towards top.
Oh tak, aku
Thinking
rasa
about that
Korea
next
tu
Roshan in
like
particular,
200-300 lah.
Three.
Sebab
Here's the
Studio
thing, it's only
Siberia
20 minutes
version
in,
2
we've got
tu
third Roshan
tak
coming.
mahal.
Horn
Itu
from
pun
Army.
200-300.
They found another freebie. It's the Bane. Can they turn this into more with the arena out? They will blow up Malik. Evo trying to battle with Jinkyu's Tiny, but even the position 4 Tiny's too tanky. Evo about to
That's gonna be
die
a
and a
full
5-man
team
wipe incoming.
This was a fight with no exorcism. Like, they didn't even use it, and that's, I'd say, even most of their damage. So, looking really rough for D-boosters right now. Like,
I'm always curious in these situations, like we see the net worth difference, we see the kill difference, but it feels like XP difference was one of the big things in that fight, right? Extra damage, extra stats, extra points up in your ultis. LG just annihilated them.
LGD initiates with
The
the
thing
Hawk.
is,
You see one hero immediately dead, so that's 4 versus 5. They reveal everything with Spectre ulti, so that means that they're gonna be
Kita
able
tengok Tundra lah guys.
to choose the targets they
Macam
want to go
boring
for.
lah game.
Is that right? LGD are 22 levels ahead.
Oh.
He does have the Curse of Avernus. The attack speed is going to be very nice for him.
there is a bit of synergy there, but yeah, I mean, that's a whole lot problem, right? Like in a normal game, I'd feel like Tundra are delaying things enough to make things feel all right, and maybe they can fall back on something, but they're falling back on an abandoned carry. Like, you don't expect this hero to be this far behind at this point in the game, in this position.
Right, yeah. I mean, if he gets to like 7 items, Abba carry is really sick. When you have like the Battle Fury, Daedalus, Satanic, that sort of stuff, like level 25. But that's some insane late timing. Yatoro's very strong right now.
Well, they're actually moving on to this Weaver, but I don't think Yatoro's in too much trouble there. Oh, the dispos. It was a little too late from Saxter. And that means that Yatoro is going to be able to wiggle his way out of this one.
TXM versus ING tak sure.
If there's,
Masalah? Apa jadi?
if there's no Beastmaster Roar.
And this is a very dead Queen of Pain in the middle lane, although Siskin is going to come in with the heal, but it's not going to be nearly enough to save poor old Nine, as he's going to get killed off on the Queen of Pain.
How close is Mira to Blink? He's pretty close. I feel like he's been very effective despite not having a Blink Dagger. 1-0-10 as they look for Dahak here.
Oh, slowing them down with the Mud Golem. Thanks, buddy. Just throws a rock in his face.
Yeah. I think he's using the Golem to stack too. Yeah, they're just playing for efficiency here. Like the true carry player Dahak is. He's still focused on stacking at 17 minutes in. I mean, you have to play like this because I don't think you're getting kills. Not yet. They need an item timing to get kills. Marcy, Ether Lens. That's a solid timing. BKB on Queen of Pain. That's another decent one.
Oh, Team Spirit going to come across Tundra here in the jungle. Lift up, throw back, but they're actually throwing everything onto the Weaver once again, but he does have the time lapse, just going to use it and get himself out. Meanwhile, Poshka with a 3-man stun from that stolen cookie. He is going to die. He's going to die in style.
Yeah, protects his carry. I mean, Yatoro just has too much effective HP right now. With the levels and items that he has, the Dragon Lance. So, like, Tundra, they did the calculations, and he was not going to die to the Queen of Pain ult there. He would have just pressed time lapse with the stuns that they have.
Yeah, looked fancy from the cookie, but ultimately probably wouldn't have changed much. I don't know, maybe? No. They just don't got the stuns.
It would feel really bad to like press all your spells there, and then he just presses time lapse. It's like something like that could just end the game for Tundra, because they're so far behind right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Although it's really not that bad for them. Like I do feel like one fight going their way in this game is completely recovered for them, but that is not going to be true if Team Spirit has the Aegis, because then there's going to be one hero that's just respawning, and they can probably clean up that fight. So Tundra is in evade mode. They're going to play a game of cat and mouse now. They are, of course, the mice in this situation.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not much too much changing for them. You know, they've been trying to find the occasional pick-off, but...
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They've been the mice already, so yeah, whatever.
Very conscious decision to let this Roche go, I feel. It wasn't like,
Sure,
oh no, they're doing Roche, what do we do?
lagi.
It's like,
Yeah. They need the BKB on the Queen of Pain and Ether Lens Marcy. Like, they're close to items.
and Tundra, the Spirit Bridge literally just sweeping in here, and now the toss back onto Snaking. Snaking, I mean, I don't think he's going to feel too bad about this death, honestly. A 4-man rotation, they only really get the Snapfire. It is what it is.
Secret dah secret malam ni.
Yep, Skeeter survives, and he's an Abaddon, so you would kind of expect that. But, you know, once again, going back to the Viper with the Boots of Travel and the Orchid, who, by the way, has found Saksa on the top lane. Anybody can die in this game.
Yeah.
Especially Saksa. And they're
See you
gonna
later,
leave.
buddy.
Yeah, cool. He's godlike on Collapse.
Rasanya power tak liquid.
He
Tak.
is indeed
Aku rasa
absolutely
Boxy lagi
destroying this
better
game
main
with the
dekat
Viper.
liquid.
Roar out in the mid here, though. They're going for the play onto the Kunkka. They need a little bit more damage to bring him down. He's got that BKB and the boat coming through. The Sonic Wave will take out Maposhka, but Yatoro's in the fight as well, taking chunks out of Dahak in the backlines. Not doing as much damage as perhaps he'd want, though. And the shields are going to keep Dahak nice and healthy, so they'll move their attention towards Mira instead. Tundra on the aggressive here. Cookie doesn't quite connect, and it's some Golem on Rockboy action here as they start to take chunks out of Mira. He will die. That's going to be Snaky getting the credit for that kill as Tundra are taking fights despite Team Spirit having the Aegis.
Yeah, Tundra knew the Collapse was top and had TP'd there, and so his TP was still on cooldown. So they could go make this move towards mid. And by make the move, I mean they could bait the move. But they are actually making a move with the smoke off of those 2 kills.
Yeah.
They're looking for a quick pick, probably, and then back. I would imagine that's what they're
Moxie
looking
banyak
for.
perform.
Not gonna do
Dia
anything
punya
too
pause 4
crazy.
not bad kat guys.
And they don't connect with anything. So
Tak
it's
tahu,
just a
aku lagi
loading
suka
mission.
tengok dia punya pause 4 daripada pause 3.
That's fine. They get out deep. They get some control of their map back, which means more farm, which means less net worth changing. And to be fair, like at 15 minutes, it was a 5k gold advantage for Team Spirit, and that hasn't changed since getting Roshan. So credit to Tundra there. They are, you know, they've stopped the bleeding, but now they need to fix up the wound.
Dude, Dahak is almost the highest level in this game too. Like look at him versus Collapse. They're very close. They're neck and neck. He's higher level than Yatoro. He's higher level than Toronto Tokyo too in terms of XP. Like Dahak is actually keeping up with these ancient stacks that he's constantly doing. He's 1, 2, and 4, but he's still very farmed and very high level as well.
I'm curious, do they have an XP advantage on Tundra? Check the graphs.
They don't. They
No?
don't.
Oh, they very much don't. Okay,
But,
so it's just better distributed for them.
Yeah, yeah. I think the supports on Tundra are suffering a bit.
Yeah.
Like Mira's level almost 14, and Sox is level 10. So
Okay, that's where the that's where the different lies then.
and Sox is trying to wave cut up top. It is making some space. It means Collapse has the TP there, but Collapse has a blink dagger. Like
Oh,
I really
wow.
like this build from Collapse.
Toronto Tokyo very quick on the BKB as he sees 9 here. 9's gonna have to pop his own as well, so it's BKBs at dawn. Is that gonna be it? I think so. Mira, he's hunting, but he is not finding. He missed the shot. And once again, Tundra get away with it.
I killed some dogs at least. That's pretty good. Did not get the dragon. But does the Hawk have the shard? Yeah, he's got the Aghanim shard now too. So there's gonna be some dive bomb action happening.
Hell yeah.
Such an OP shard actually. Did he almost dive bomb the Kunkka X? That would have been funny. I mean, he was X, so it's not very useful, but
It sends a message.
it does. Look out for birds.
Don't trust them.
Radiant's bottom
That's right.
has fallen.
They're not real.
We have. Oh, I'm not sure I'm a fan. Well, I guess you need the Echo Saber for the mana upkeep on the Abaddon, but it does feel weird to go Echo Saber and Midas. It's like, oh yes, I've got some extra attack speed for my attack speed.
I think he's
Dire's top tower
I think it's
is under
like
attack.
he needs small efficient items to contribute. Like he goes for the Midas so that way he just doesn't have absolutely no game.
Yeah.
And then he's just getting small items so he can actually do stuff with his team so he doesn't lose. He
Please, guys.
could die here.
Let's see.
He's dead.
Wait. Oh, he's in the break, so his ulti doesn't go off. Oh no. Break and silence. The ultimate counter to Abaddon. And that is a sad and dead Skidder. They will get the kill onto Mira on the way out. Now they're going to catch anyone else. Zaxa jumping himself away with rebound, but might not be getting out of this one. Trying to move into the tree lines here, but I don't think there's anywhere to hide. He's going for the TP out. Oh, they spotted him. He's gone. See you later, Skidder.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sorry, Zaxa. Skidder died a while ago.
I
Not over.
heard a dive bomb and then a courier died. And Dahak got the courier. You can't dive bomb couriers, can you? Am I crazy?
That does
No
sound like
way.
something which Dahak would know, but
No way.
surely not.
That would be insane.
That'd be weird. Cool. Well, Tundra, I mean, that was a move from them though, right? Like going up the high ground when they've got this disadvantage, like what do you think?
I mean, I like it. They have heroes to do it. Beastmaster, Abaddon, like you really have to be careful about letting these heroes hit your tower. It's it forces Spirit to like give up their stranglehold on the map and get back, and they didn't lose too much for it either.
Well, I'll
And
see him
Skitter's
once
dead
again.
again.
Not again, not again. They're trying to get him out, but the X is there, dragging him back in, and Skitter dies in the exact same way again. 50 seconds on the sidelines. Oh, dearie, dearie me.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This is just sad now.
Dire's middle tower is
This is like a cool combo from Spirit, like Xing 2 to just focus on keeping Skeeter in the
has been killed.
in the break. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just cool because like when he's out of it, and he's X'd, he's still silenced, right? So he can't pop the ult. And Spirit's not going to do damage to him to make him automatically pop the ult when he's out of the break. So it's just a matter of like kiting him so that when he's at that 400 HP threshold, he's in the break while silenced.
Yeah. That is indeed the way to do it. But Nine, he's looking for some revenge down in the bottom lane. He's tired of Collapse, constantly killing his teammates off. But unfortunately, does look like he's bitten off a bit more than he can chew. But thankfully, won't be paying the price as Team Spirit miss.
Dire are scanning.
Nine didn't BKB there. That's definitely something that if Mira had gotten a little bit luckier in that blink, Nine might actually end up going down there. But you can tell that Tundra is like, they're playing this in a way where they know that they have to be incredibly efficient and take like riskier plays in order to win this game. Because when you're behind in Dota, you can't just play normal and win. Like, that's just not how it works. Not against a good team where they're farming more of the map than you. It's like way easier with more items to do stuff in the game. So like they have to do something that's like risky. So like, TPing out without pressing BKB because he needs the BKB for the next fight, or going to push high ground, even though normally that would be a pretty insane play. It's like they need to take these riskier moves in order to get more of an advantage back. It's like they're gambling, but they have a higher like value that they can get from the gambles than if they were to play normal.
So do you feel like anyone from Team Spirit's not really playing enough, like is being a bit too quiet, a bit too passive? Or is it just the way Tundra's playing the map where they can't really capitalize too much here?
I think Tundra's like out map moving them, to be honest. I think Tundra's just playing this incredibly well. Like, I don't know who could, I mean, Snake King.
Yeah, he could be in a little bit of trouble here. Mira trying to come in. He's going to toss back another target then, and the silence going to stop the rebound from getting him away. That's going to be a dead Saxon. Does have buyback should he want it. Skidder has to be careful. We've been down this road before, but Mira's actually going to get killed off by the kisses over on top here. And Toronto Tokyo could be in some trouble as well. Mahoshka has stolen that shield, by the way, so he's going to be spamming that out throughout the fight. So shields on both sides as Tundra. They lose the tower, but they defend the barracks. And meanwhile, down at bottom,
the Hawk.
Squeak, squeak.
All right.
Wait, he's not
gonna
done.
Get the racks, maybe.
He's
no.
gonna get it. Wait.
The
Surely
board?
it's worth it. Oh, it's actually just gonna. The ball's gonna do it. All right.
Tundra got a Rex. All right, the Hawk.
Real.
This man, he just can't stop split pushing, even when he's not on Nature's Prophet. He just loves split pushing. Cool.
Very nice. Very, very nice plays here from Dahak and Tundra, playing the map beautifully here, despite being behind pretty much the entire game.
Radiant's courier has been
This has got to be frustrating for Spirit, man. Like, to be playing so well and win all the lanes. You've got these cool item builds, these great plays you're making, and still it feels like you're losing the game, even though you have a 7K gold lead. It's frustrating.
Yeah, rustles your gym bobs a bit, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does.
Well,
at least Skeeter feels useless. Like, Skeeter is definitely not feeling like he's having any impact in the game right now.
Yeah, his notes from this game are just going to be one page of his notepad, which says, "Don't pick a badminton fighter.
Don't be Abaddon."
Or just don't play. Yeah. Don't do that to yourself. Well, on to Dahak they go, but he's got the BKB to get himself back. And again, Tundra just backing themselves away, although they might look for a little bit of a play onto the Tiny here. Saxa taking so much damage on the front lines here, but Shield's going to come through. The Sonic Wave will finish the job. They take down Mira. Toronto, Tokyo, both looking for more here together, moving forward, but they just can't seem to bring down a target. Tundra are defending their players super well, and now they commit. Nine jumps in, forces the BKB out of Toronto, Tokyo, but also forces his own. He's taking some big damage from Yotoro, who backs himself away. Toronto, Tokyo trying to find him front lines, but he can't do it. He gets taken down. Skidder gets a kill, and now moving across towards Yotoro as well, but he's a bit too quick to catch, so they'll probably have to leave it here. But over on the sidelines, Poshka's running through the trees. Can they find him? As the Sonic Wave given his way. Wait, he's stolen the kisses and brings down Saxa with them. And is he going to get more? No, he's not. No, he's not. They put an end to his shenanigans. Cute play from the Poshka, but in the end, he does go down, and that means it's going to be 3 heroes dead on the side of Team Spirit. Tundra
and
back in this game.
Snake King just got it, or Nine just got the gem from Mapushka as well.
He had a gem.
Wow, that is, that's a fresh purchase. Because you know why they got this. They're so frustrated by this BS split pushing that Tundra is doing. They're saying, okay, we want to take all of the wards on the map so that they can't feel comfortable doing this anymore. And then immediately, Tundra wins the very first fight after they get the gem. That is really rough. That is frustrating for Team Spirit, man. They've got to be like they've got to be mode tilt. Otherwise, like, these are the most zen guys in the entire world. The kiting was insane in this fight by Tundra, by the way. Like, there was a few times where a couple of the Tundra heroes were about to die, but the team play and saving each other was phenomenal. Skeeter's playing kind of like a support Abaddon, but it's still pretty effective. Just, you know, shielding at the right times, especially with the Marcy Dispose also saving people.
We see the Tundra players here on the lower left. But it is Team Spirit who are in the Roshan right now. They want that Aegis once again for themselves. Tundra, are they moving over? Looks like they're sending some units in, but actually invading this Rosh is another issue entirely, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. They see how low it is, and they back themselves away, so it will be an Aegis going the way of Team Spirit. But, I mean, Aegis may just, like, they haven't cared about any advantage
guys,
Spirit have had so far in the
nak
game.
tanya something. Boleh tak korang suggest aku nak makan apa malam ni? Kalau buat makanan ni aku pening kepala tu guys, fikir nak makan apa everyday, lunch lah, dinner lah, pening kepala tu guys. So korang suggest nak makan apa?
With the Aegis being in play, you know, like they're already playing
Nah,
these
guys.
long engagements. Why not just play for like a little bit longer?
Aku lapar tapi aku tak tahu aku nak makan apa tu.
Smoke up from 4 men of Tundra, moving down to the bottom side of the map. Seeing what there is to
Nasi
see.
goreng paprik. Aku tak minat paprik.
I love these smokes to the bot lane because you know that somebody's got to come here to deal with the Beastmaster pressure.
I swear every engagement.
Nasi goreng kampung. Nasi goreng kampung kering. Nasi lemak butter McD mini baru tu. Sedap ke?
See Saxa now, but Saxa, he's very calmly walking away from this, and he's going to have to be shielded up here as Ituro jumps upon him. The Blinkers does get broken. Have they got the Roar? They do indeed, and they're going to throw it out, but is it going to be enough damage? They're trying to take him down. They've got the Science, they've got the Hawk, they'll get the kill.
Buat tema doa sama lah tadi, mini kari rendah air panas. Orang kayangan je fikir macam tu. Orang macam kami ni fikir macam mana nak makan. Dah masuk dah.
Doesn't quite connect on him. Does bring down Saxa though, so support will die.
Nasi goreng daging merah, pataya, nasi goreng chicken chop, nasi goreng udang, bakso. Tak tahu dah, tak tahu nak makan apa tu.
Yeah, I mean this is cool. This is cool, Dota. It's like on one side you have Team Spirit who is doing a very good job at dealing with extremely masterful split pushing.
Nasi goreng USA.
Both sides are playing this to like.
Aku suka doh nasi goreng USA, tapi aku dah makan nasi goreng USA 3 hari berturut-turut dah ni.
Like collapse with the boots of travel. Yatoro like scouting in the trees, looking for the heroes that he knows are going to be sitting in there, but then also Tundra.
Sushi Empire nanti tak kenyang.
Saksa and just TPing out.
Fuck, aku jam sel kepala aku. Sekejap hujan lagi ya.
It's just cool to watch. Like this is just really high level Dota. Very few mistakes outside of like maybe the draft being an issue and like the laning stage. There's very few mistakes from either team.
It's clean and it's fun. A lot to talk about, a lot to dive into in this game. I mean, it has been Spirit dealing with the pressure from Tundra like reasonably well, but just unable to really capitalize upon the advantage they've been getting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess part of the problem is their tower siege is not that great, and the build that Collapse is gone, while it's amazing for killing Skeeter, he doesn't have the Ag Shard. He's not really a right clicker, so he's not able to do any tower damage, which means like Tundra has the tower threat and can do the split pushing, but Spirit is not really able to themselves. No Deso on Weaver either, right? So like their tower threat, if they start hitting buildings, it's really not that scary.
5-man smoke from Tundra once again in the bottom side of the map, but Team Spirit is saying, yeah, we don't want to keep playing in this side of the map. We want to play somewhere else, man. Like.
Nasi putih telur goreng dengan kicap je lah, sedap kak. Tu lah, dia simple gila tapi actually tu sedap dah Adam. Nasi goreng daging masak merah. Sama je lah macam USA. Sate. Sate macam not bad kat guys malam ni. Sate. Tapi sate kot tempat doh.
Nine taking the fight into Yatoro here. Yatoro looking for the hack. The hack is going to leave, but no, he's not. He gets killed out before he can get himself away. So that's going to be a hell of a trade here from both these teams. An offlaner for a mid.
I mean, Spirit, they are still, the gold lead is slowly going up. You know, it's not like they're losing this game by any means. The trade is for Dahak, who is the offlaner, but also I feel like he's having a pretty profound impact on this game. So taking him out is pretty important. Whereas with Toronto Tokyo, it's really collapse in Toro that are doing a lot of the work right now in terms of the cores. So in terms of raw net worth, yeah, of course, Tundra like gets value out of killing Toronto Tokyo, but if the Hawk is dead, it does mean that Spirit could just do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. I know, it's also very therapeutic to kill off Dahak as well. You know,
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of where I was like leaning with that too. It's like this guy's been slow pushing you the whole game. Just get him. Just kill him.
Oh, feels good. All right, until everyone.
Just a moment of like relief from the.
Jangan lupa beli burger standby takut tak kenyang.
See at this moment that the gold lead
Wah,
goes up instead
tapi
of
tak sedar aku biasa
stagnating
order
because the Hawk is dead.
burger pagi-pagi tu. Sebab kalau beli awal, lepas tu macam 4 jam kemudian kau makan, tak sedap tu.
It's funny like how similar Dahak and 33 really are in their gameplay in offlane.
Yeah, I think that's probably why he made a lot of sense as a stand-in. I think for like a tournament like this, with the prize pool being so huge, Tundra basically had their pick of the litter. They just, like whoever they wanted to ask was going to say yes. And no teams are really going to be playing right now anyway, so it's not like the Hawk has anything better to do, because nobody really plays during a tournament, because all the good teams that would scrim you are in the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, the Hawk, you want some free money? And he's like, all right.
Sounds good, bro.
I'll take it.
This middle tier 1 tower is still up for Team Spirit. I mean, that's kind of unusual. If only we could get a stat for how many times a barrack has gone down before the middle tier 1 has fallen.
Yeah, that is a bit weird actually. That's just a testament to how like strange this game has been in terms of the gameplay and the map movements.
Char kway teow, shawarma.
And I feel like you could go through the replay again as support and just watch this warding and watch
Cuma
like,
ada
the
Magic Cup tak ada.
fight which has been going on this bottom side as well. Because that's what it's all been about. Like this is Tundra's home. They're actually radiant forest creatures now.
Right. And also the heroes like protecting the wards too. Like Tundra is not only in sucks.
Oh, that is a very big jump forward here, but he got the tower, so you know, he completed his mission. Agent Saxa.
Yeah, he didn't like that stat you were talking about. Here's the ward protector we're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, look at this. They're just running in onto backlines here. They're immediately going to be able to take down the post to get rid of that pesky Rubik. Snakey on the backlines, going to run forward with the cookie. Tries to force away, gets thrown into the air by the water park. What's going on right now? TP's out. Both going to get cancelled by the avalanche. And that's going to be 1 dead, 2 dead to Hack and Snaking out of the fight. And Tundra are going to be losing this one. I mean, brave move to fight, but oh my god, this need to put up some traps down here, lads.
Yeah, the split pushing, very annoying, but the Hawk is dead for 70 seconds. It is getting to the point where Spirit are going to start doing a lot of tower damage, and they're going to get, you know, multiple sets of boots of travel, potentially, you know, heroes have blink daggers. The split pushing action, it does fall off at a point, because at some point, you know, you've like in Assault Cuirass on Toronto Tokyo, for example, right? And Spirit just goes through. They just say, we've got a 14k gold lead. We don't care if you're going to hit our barracks. Like, we're just going to end the game right now. So it is getting to the point where Tundra is like, they're going to get desperate. They have to fight soon. You can't just do this forever.
Throw back on the Marcy, toss over, back over towards Collapse and Mirror, and they will be able to take down Saxter. And now they look over towards Skidder. Skidder's going to be okay there as he moves towards the high ground. Moves out onto him. Can he escape this one? Toss back again. He does get off the ulti at the very least,
macam chicken rice shop tu. Aku dia ni juga.
Fight this, but I'm not sure that's going to work out for him, and he's going to die as well. Tundra, the ship finally looks as if it's sprung some leaks and is starting to go down. 9?
What's going on, man?
Why is this happening? This game is just twists and turns all the way through. 9 going to pop the BKB. It's going to TP out of this one now. It's just going to blink himself out. Alrighty. Storm used to no effect, but meanwhile, inside the base, there's a real damage happening. They're taking the top lane of barracks.
I like that Toronto Tokyo went for that. He went for the like Torrent Storm lucky like chain stun. Or if you just get the right torrents, like it actually
back
works.
onto 9 here. He doesn't have the BKB, and they know it because of earlier, and they will take him down. Here comes the dispose, though, and the roar out onto Miros. They get one return kill, but it looks like Snaking's going to fall as well. Snaking dead, Saxa as well, and Collapse now jumping forward, looking to get that pesky to hack taken down as well. This might be the end for Tundra here. Is there anything they can do about it? I'm not too sure. I'll have to buy back on both 9 and Snaking just to try and keep Team Spirit from destroying that base, but I'm not sure that's going to happen as they move into the middle barracks as well. Tundra holding on for the time being, but this is going to be rough.
Collapse is a Hex now, too. Hex Ethereal Blade. Picked up a DD as well. So, yeah, if the Orchid was not enough, also the BKB or Manta from Skeeter is not going to matter because he's got that sheep. Yeah. Slowly closing in on Tundra here. It's not looking good for them. Spirit, I have to admire. Maybe that's not a shout outs to their like tenacity in dealing with this like split pushing nonsense. They didn't crumble under the pressure, and there was a lot of pressure. The gold lead did stagnate a bit, but I think that's bound to happen when this sort of split pushing is happening to you. But like not at a single point did Team Spirit look like they were under any pressure to crumble from this. It's like, okay, well maybe we'll kill one of you, but we'll just go ahead and like smoke back to the other area of the map and ward there and continue playing there, and like eventually we're gonna win the game. Like you guys can do this for as much as you want. We're gonna win the game eventually.
Yeah. I think this has been a really good run from Tundra. You know, honestly, a masterclass in drawing out games. But unfortunately, when it comes down to it, you still need that game-defining moment to turn the game around for you. And that just hasn't really been there for Tundra. Saxa, once again, trying shenanigans in the bottom lane, but the right click from Weaver will finish the job, and it'll be a crit just to really rub the salt in the wound there for
Tak banyak
Saxa.
kedai tu malam ni. Aku tak tahu kenapa.
Yeah, the items are too much from Spirit. Although Tundra, they still want to smoke out. They want to take control of some area. They may run into Collapse. I'm not sure if they can kill him though. He's still very tanky. 3,000 HP in a Black King bar. They're not gonna run into him even.
Well, to Hack once again, just grabbing the Thunderhide. Is this the best ancient creep to grab? In your opinion?
Aduh, ada gak kode KFC ni?
I think probably in late game, yeah. Like the dragon is good for farming and split pushing and team fighting, but then once you get to the point where you have a carry giving them 75 attack speed.
Boleh I guess
Trying
KFC.
to give the taste of their own medicine. You know, just run up the high ground, pretending to threaten the tier 4s. Come on, guys, get back in your base.
Yeah.
Time to come home.
At this point, he has 3 Geminate attacks and does a lot of damage. So Tundra's gonna need to fight. This is their last barracks. I don't think that Tundra wants to play against Megas.
No, I don't think so, but Sax are going to move in, try and get the conquer. They want this first kill, but it doesn't look like Sax is going to be the first to fall instead. Skinner trying to fight up into this. They really need to kill this conquer, but the lift up, the throwback from Aposhka. Going to keep the Admiral nice and safe. 9! That is some hard committal from him. That is going to be a hard death to follow. Buyback coming out from Skinner. The hack, though, in the front lines also going to fall again. Has the buyback, but the resource being spent out huge here. Mirror falls, but they jump in and kill off that carry Skinner as well. And this is going to be game as Yatoro just runs all over them. Finally, Team Spirit, they gather too much for Tundra to handle, and they will be taking this game number 1 with a 40k gold advantage in the end.
Team Spirit victory.
What a great game of Dota. I mean, I love to see that. Like, something like that just shows how, like, deep and complex the game is, because even though there was not an awful lot of, like, crazy team fighting or wombo combo or anything like that, that was just, like, a game of creeps and split pushing and strategy, which is cool because you look at another game and it's totally different. Maybe it's like Enigma versus Tidehunter and it's a battle of the team fights, or you look at another game and it's like you know, Naga Siren versus PL, it's an illusion battle of carries, and it's another like type of game. Like every game of Dota is so different, but the word of the game for me for this one for Spirit is composure. they just remain incredibly
Jom dia ni main
composed
loreng.
in a
Malek
situation
aku.
where the pressure
Sakit
that they were
otak tu
feeling
main
was
loreng dengan
palpable.
korang.
We as spectators could feel it.
Sakit
so
otak,
imagine
mate.
what Spirit was feeling in the game, or what they should have been feeling. But they felt confident that they could deal with this nonsense, and that eventually, as long as they didn't make a huge mistake, they would win. And they were right. Their read on that was entirely correct.
It really was, yeah. Team Spirit, you know, ended up clinching the victory here. I mean,
Alright guys, time to see
There's some
PSG.
pretty deep vision. So if someone shows, could potentially be a hook.
Hello.
Here we go.
Missed it.
In between.
Unfortunate. His own
He
teammates tipping him.
Oh yeah.
Well, good try, buddy.
At least, apa
Even
ni, at
nothing
least
to
ada
say
buat
decided to
sesuatu.
join. Why?
They're having a bit of fun with the tips. I mean, it looks like they're going to lose some bounty runes, but they land this hook now. Pleb.
Toss.
And the toss on the tower. Nothing to say. Body blocked up. In comes the blast off. He tries to dodge it with a sleight of fist, but it looks like he's dead. 4 heroes around him, and now the tip's going to come back the other way. And P1, he's a slacks watcher, dropping the oh no.
They decided to swap things around. It's going to be Pleb playing the mid Pudge. And Batrider will be safe lane. So right now they are swapping things around. They want to have this Batrider against Timbersaw matchup.
Yeah.
And mid Pudge, we've seen mostly Pudge being played from the safe lane. I think this hero does really well on mid. Because you do get levels. Hook on the P1.
It's a little difficult sometimes. They're still giving it a good shot. And again, they're going for these plays where they are displacement, displacing the opponents. What was it? Arvo was calling it the forced movement, giving their enemies no chance to react when you're putting them under towers like that. Nothing to say, gonna go. Let's try and flame guard through this Pudge's early damage.
He was thinking about getting bottle. Hook underneath the tower.
Can he kill
Here
him
we
off?
go. One more hit.
A solo kill against nothing to say. What a dream!
Ah, this is big. And now he's collecting the tips. Nothing to say.
Grins. Nothing but grins for D-boosters. Wonderful stuff.
He got the Soul Ring. Does have a Fairy Fire. Didn't want to go for bottle immediately. A bit strange considering that he got the first blood. So you want to get bottle out as soon as you can. Go for that
Macam dia solo kill Ember tu.
water rune. Have it secured.
And down bottom, Mad Frog and Malik. Oh, hello, toss under tower. Jinkyu gonna try wind run. Does have the move speed to
Pleb
have
is
the grasp, but the
Did I
blast
see
off
that
bottom.
correctly? Pleb just TP'd from mid lane top.
Well, Malik,
Gonna land the hook.
has he got him? He's
He
got him.
got him. If
What's
he
the Pudge-
misses that hook,
Pudge roaming. They just rotated in. Mad Frog dies down bottom to Y in a really scrappy battle down there where Malik nearly died as well. But Io keeping that bristleback topped up, and yeah, chaos all around. Both side lanes going mad. Another hook off the mark this time. But Lacoste, who's your mid laner now? What's happening?
it's gonna be Timbersaw, and we see Batrider going to the mid lane. Evo is bringing something on the courier. It's a bottle. I like that a lot because this does allow him to swap the lanes, especially if he needs to play the mid lane. Then you kind of need a bottle
Clever.
with the Batrider.
Yeah, utilize those water runes. And they're both level 3, right? So there's no level difference between them because they both started in the same lane. Let's see what Fifth-Yan can get done against the Bat Rider, which is a very advantageous matchup for the Bat. Yeah, one of the big stories though is going to be Ame's bristleback, like untouched in the bottom lane, 19 CS, top spot on that board.
He's the one who does not need to move from his lane. He feels very comfortable here, has a Ring of Health already, going into Vitality Booster next, so we're going to be seeing Vanguard.
Yeah, and he got that early stick against Undying. Got some regen against the Decay spam. And he's even content just spamming Quill Spray under the enemy tier 1. D-boosters, they're going to bring 3 heroes top again. There's a rotation from the Bat Rider, so mid lane yet again abandoned.
For a second, I thought Fleb is going to hook Tiny one more time.
Oh, he might have. Avalanche should get the toss back here as well into the rock. The stick and napalm's coming. Nice flame break to push back Jin Q. And Windranger kind of blocked in here up against the tree line, going to get brought down by Evo. Pleb suffering against the Timber Saw's damage, but does have the salve, the Timber Chain across. They might be able to kill Faith Bian here now. Firefly is starting to wear out, so they'll need all the damage they've got. The toss across, the Batrider's in. Need a hook from Pleb to line up, but a sidestep. Faith Bian pirouettes on the spot, dances around it. He's got plenty napalm on him, but now he's under tower.
Faith Bian going for a different build. He understands that reactive armor is not going to save him there, so he wants to be able to surprise people, get the damage done, and also wants to have more points in the Timber Chain. He knows that this Batrider matchup is not good for him, so wants to be able to blow him up, especially if Batrider decides to go underneath the tower. Now Pleb back to the mid lane.
Yeah, lane swaps galore. Bat, Pudge, Ember, Timber, all trying to get themselves a little bit of a nicer time in this early laning stage. Has this hurt anyone, do you think? You know, LGD feels like it's not been great for them, but they've not lost out too much, have they?
No, definitely not. Bristleback on top of net worth. Ember Spirit 28 CS, and we can see Pudge and Batrider pretty much having the same CS. Timbersaw in the middle of the pack.
Oh, is he stacking Ancients and farming the Tombstone, it looks like, Malik? Trying to get himself an extra boost of net worth, get that income.
And Techies has the lane for himself. They can't play this lane, especially after the Vanguard pickup on Ame. There's no way he's dying.
And just the one stack from Techies. I could build that up a little more. Pleb misses out another hook in the mid lane, and now Windranger with the IO and Ember tethered up together. Chains on the Pudge, no one coming to save him. So Pleb dead, even with that Fairy Fire popped. Will do nothing but delay the inevitable. And a jump in, aiming for this Ame Bristleback. Malik with a Tombstone should be able to find this. Another little bomb from the Techies comes, and Ame getting decayed and hit down by the zombies. Go on, give the high five. IO tries to keep him alive, but I just love that. They're laughing, they're having fun, aren't they?
Yeah, this
That's
is
what
why
Dota
they
2's
pick
all
these
about.
heroes, pretty much to have fun. Pleb keeping mid, level 5 only.
Avalanche toss back into tower. Go ahead, Jin Q. Get back over here. And the hook off the mark, unfortunately for Pleb. Can't find the grab, and now he's in trouble.
Available or nothing to say. Doesn't even use one. B1 has toss available in a second.
Though. He tosses Ember Spirit, but the power shot from Jin Q, and the late reaction's coming. Maybe Techies can find a takedown on the Windranger with a blast off to get it. And a rotation in from the back as well, but nothing to say, like you said. Has the remnants to jump away, dodging the flame break beautifully, and why with a tether? Slips out with the grasps of the boosters.
2 remnants out to be able to provide him tether target, and like, yeah, IO holding up a bottle for now, healing up. Oh, is that IO's bottle? I think it is. It is.
Yeah, so nothing to say, skipped out on it, right?
Yeah, because he was, he knew that he was going to be playing against the Batrider eventually with the older lane swap, so decided to go for Magic 1 instead.
Jin Q shackling up P1. Avalanche stops the Timber Chain, so that's given him enough room to get away from that top lane. I mean, maybe Jin Q can try and power shot, but I think he's out of range by now. Definitely out of vision.
D Booster's doing much better than in the previous game. Like, they're making the moves, they are getting some kills, even though it's a 2k gold lead for PSG LGD.
And now the lasso. And dragging his Ember Spirit under tower. Dismember there, the permanent disable, but did they have the damage to follow through on? Sleight of Fist comes out, Evo's still alive. They will bring down, nothing to say, as the IO follows him into the grave, while Ame was fighting with Malik around the Tombstone. He doesn't have Soul Rip leveled up, so he can't heal it. Just trying to spam. There's decay onto Ame. He's got his ulti going, so he's got that damage increase, but
that
facing off against the Bristleback, not an ideal situation.
Malik tried, he tried really hard, but fighting against the 200 damage Bristleback and having like 4 stacks of Quell Spray, pretty difficult. Ame also got the extra gold from the Tombstone. 2 seconds faster than this patch fastest, so Ame breaking some records.
Faster is faster, Lacoste. He is a speedy guy. I mean, what is Flesh Golem? 25% damage amp, maybe he was overestimating that, but now with a Dismember onto the Bristleback bottom, they should be able to bring him down in a 3v1. That hook secures it in the end. Well, LGD trying to secure themselves a tier 1 mid lane. They spot P1. Another good Avalanche though, and he's out of there.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Fate Beyond did manage to kill the tower and still keeping their tier 1 tower alone, even putting some more pressure on a mid tower because Orb of Corrosion, extra minus armor with 3 people hitting it, it's a lot of damage.
I wonder if there are any chat wheel lines P1 doesn't have. He's used all of them. I'm just waiting for the Moon of Mayne to come out in a second. Tiny, yeah, in the chakram, not a chance.
He only got the good ones.
It's a bit cheeky, Lacoste.
It is. I saw what you did there. And now they are invading stacks, but still respecting Batrider, and they know Lasso is coming back off cooldown. All the same items being dropped. 2 Fairies Trinket and 2 Chipped Wests.
Well, hunting Batrider though. Stop him from taking the stacks. He gets the lasso out, but is completely destroyed by LGD's aggression into this top jungle. D-Booster's not able to really react to that. You know, their tier 1 top has already fallen, so this part of the map.
Oh, Amez also invading enemy triangle. He got the kill on board. So all of these, I'm gonna call it small things, but they do add up because Bristleback did kill Vord, did kill Tombstone twice, I believe, and now inside the enemy triangle. Pleb thinking about going for the hook, but even if he gets the hook, he most likely dies.
Yeah, you can't go hooking this Bristleback.
Oh, he tried. That was a nice attempt from Jin-Q.
That would be stylish if he landed that one. A little bomb out from Techies. But LGD really planting themselves firmly in enemy portions of the map so they can't get the farm that they need. And Pleb is isolated now. I mean, can P1 try and toss him away from danger? He can try, but he's moving in aggressively to play towards the Wind Ranger as they miss another hook, sadly, for Pleb.
They need some kind of stun. They need some kind of setup for these hooks. P1 thinking about going in, toss back into Dismember.
They've got him.
Into silence.
They finish him off. Beautifully executed from the D-Boosters. Chasing Jin-Q now. But I think the Wind Ranger should be all right.
Nothing to say, saying that this is imbalanced. Displacement abilities, they have many.
Yeah, what can I do to counteract this? I guess he's got remnants, but he's got to be on point with his placement of them. And we saw what happened yesterday with the Zayat's techies, right, against the Ember Spirit. The mines placed on a remnant. He jumps straight into a trap. Hello. Pleb finds the IO. Arme now doesn't have that defensive support backing him up, but it's still a tanky Bristleback, so D-Booster's going to look towards this tier 1 instead.
PSG LGD is playing D-Booster's game. They are falling for these like hooks that they're going for. They are grouping up, which means that if PSG LGD goes and takes the farm on map instead of trying to farm, Emerson just TP'd, but he has 0 mana. Does have a Soul Ring available in a second. Another extra goal coming up from Tombstone.
I mean, Malik is still there, just hitting at the Faith Beyond, but the Shackle shot, the jump in from the Techies. Nice Chakram across 3 of them. They're still standing, D-Boosters, tanking through the LGD damage. Finding one, Arme's down, and they'll lose a Faith Beyond as well. Malik just standing his ground, finally taken out by the power shot. There's nothing to say in Jin-Q, turning towards P1. They want more off the back of this. Low HP D-Boosters heroes, but Pleb is TP'd home. P1 making his escape, but the power shot misses on Mad Frog until nothing to say finds the finishing touch with his sleight of fist.
Nothing to say. Once Tiny, he saw him not having mana. 10 stick charges available. Jin-Q gonna snipe him. I mean, these type of skirmishes do benefit D-Boosters quite a lot because their heroes are not that really good at farming. If we talk about like Tiny, if you think about Undying Techies, they want to keep fighting and they're getting some flesh heap charges. So right now, Pleb's sitting at 10 already.
Yeah, you really can't underestimate this decay with the damage amp from the Flesh Golem. A hook from Pleb will find Jin-Q's Wind Ranger. He'll try Shackle Shot and move out, but it's a lot of damage from this Pudge at this point.
Damage amplification from Flesh Golem. Couple of DK stolen and also Armlet.
And now
look at his damage.
Yeah, look,
it's like 180.
Straight into us, nothing to say. He does have a couple of remnants and 6-1 charges, trying to bait for the rest of his team to arrive with the TPs, and Malik way too deep now. Surely, with the Timbersaw arriving, he'll have to pay the price. P1, what have you done? He's walked in, he wanted to continue fighting. The Avalanche tosses the IO into the Pudge.
There's still Tombstone, good silence.
They do have the zombies flowing, and they get a couple of kills. The hook off the mark, nothing to say, sidesteps that one. And P1 gets whirled to death by the Timbersaw, while Pleb attempts the TP home. And there's nothing to stop him.
I think Ame said, I don't want to be here. Guys, let me farm my Aghanim Scepter and then I'll join you. He's 1,000 gold away from it, so gonna take another 2 minutes, I would say, and then he will be ready to fight. This is when you're gonna see PSG LGD going for Roshan and try to take a fight, transition that into a kill on Roche.
12 assists, 14 minutes in. And the game has got 29 kills. It has been a bloodbath. D-Boosters not shy about playing aggressively. And
Breaking some records. I think the highest amount of hero damage of any hero this event was Taiga on Phoenix, because he had like 1k damage per minute on Phoenix. So yeah, breaking some records. I mean, because you know they're grouping up, you do have Orb of Corrosion, your Sleight of Fist is maxed out, so that makes sense. I believe that's a full Deso. Deso and Orb of Corrosion.
With a Bristleback, it makes sense though, right?
Yeah. Also, their heroes don't have that much armor. We're talking about Tiny having 1 armor at the moment. Punch sitting at 5.
Nice slight change though. Jinkyu being rotted down, and the relocate in will bring Ame to the fray. Pleb and P1 didn't stand a chance, and a lot of money there with that streak from Pleb handed over to Ame. It's going to make that Aghanim Scepter that
also,
much
you
faster.
have 2 Deso charges 15 minutes in. You just finished it and got 4 out of it.
Bat Rider. Feels like Evo's had a bit of a quiet one, right? He's meant to be the hero that matches up against Timber and Bristle, isn't he?
Definitely, but in these fights, he still needs to be careful how he approaches. Does have Boots of Travel. Going into BKB next. Malik.
Here comes Ame. Io tethered to him, tossed back in towards Techies. Ame gonna walk it back. Power shot across towards Evo though. Like you said, gotta be careful, but a great hook from Pleb. Drags them into the mines. Nothing to say, dead again in the same damn place. Deja vu as he falls under tier 2, and now Ame always got that heal up. Io keeping him alive ever so barely, and Pleb stuck in the chakram, just being shredded by Faith Beyond's Timbersaw.
It looked good for D-Boosters. That hook landing on Nothing to Say. Oh, underneath the tower one more time.
Oh, they get it with the mines. Wide down, P1 also dropping, but Mad Frog, the last man standing, brought down by Ame, who is very close to death himself. These fights, they're pretty close. Everyone on like 100 HP at the end of it.
Ayo coming in clutch with a couple of Magic Wand charges to be able to save Ame. Also, I want to see if Ame decides to pick up Casual Cloak on Bristleback. There's a ton of magical damage. If we talk about Batrider, Undying, Techies deals quite a lot.
Well, I think I saw he had a Satanic queued up on the Bristleback.
It's going to be Satanic. I guess he wants to dispel mechanic against Batrider. We're going to see that fight again.
Yeah, it's all good setup.
We've been at this exact same spot
and like Nothing to Say
5 times.
Nothing to Say he's always the one that gets
3 times.
Hooked or tossed or dragged and killed. I mean, look at the eye.
I blame Y. He dodged the hook.
Nothing to Say, he's probably giving him the death stare. The glare. Yeah, oh mate, healed up by the way, Io. Even under that tier 2. D-Boosters fighting and scrapping, tooth and nail with everything they've got. As we see Roshan being attempted currently by LGD. D-Boosters, 5 heroes smoke towards the area. Who are they going to spot first? Hook just off the mark, in behind Nothing to Say. And Roshan down, giving Ame the Aegis. And this fight is breaking out. They've got to stand their ground and battle.
Going for Tombstone.
Malik facing off against Faith Beyond. Tether across from the Io there. The lasso comes, but Ame, you're right, kills the Tombstone, removes the threat as Undying dies. And Evo, he's just going to try and TP home. Unfortunately finished off before he can escape. Pleb goes for the hook dismember play. He can't kill anybody off though. It's just the Wind Ranger as the sacrifice from LGD to secure Roshan and another huge victory.
Now it becomes very difficult for D-Boosters to play the game. Unless we go to tier 3 towers. Like the tier 2 towers, I don't think they should be defended. They're probably still gonna go for some kind of a cheeky play, but yeah, tier 3s is where they're gonna shine. Highest amounts of assists. So 18 assists, 17 assists, 18 minutes in.
I mean, we had this for the Tiny like 3 minutes ago. It's just non-stop fighting. Records being broken every 2 minutes. P1, there's a toss into the tier 3s. Blast off from the Techies. Can't really touch the Ame Bristleback though, as the Gale Force going to push them down towards the low ground. That hook has been more of a hindrance than a help. Tombstone's down there, and it will zone LGD away. But D-Boosters unable to really connect on a clean team fight to get them any kills that they need.
They will need to respect the high ground defense. Hooks, tosses.
The glyph as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Having that multi-shot on towers definitely hurts. But once that tombstone expires, we can expect LGD to just go up this high ground and start breaking buildings. Or not, they're going to run it back. They're being very respectful of that high ground defense.
This is the only way they die. They're so far ahead right now that any kill that D-Boosters can get is going to give them a ton of gold.
Uncharacteristic from him. Nothing to say, Ember. Missed out on his chains.
We'll try to go for it one more time.
Ooh, it was close. P1 and Jinkyu having a warding battle. There's the Avalanche toss combo. Pleb with a dismember. But Timbersaw offering so much damage. Yes, they do trade 1 for 1, but Pleb's got a TP home now.
Good one. He understands that silence is going to be long enough, so there's not going to be chains coming out. Man, Techie's disappears. Maybe Soul Rip could have saved him for a second, but this is a big kill. 700 gold for Evo.
Yeah, so much damage from that Firefly with the sticky napalm on him. That's why we've been saying the bat is so good against the Timber with that raw magic damage. Arme seems to have his number though. Oh, there's no stuns.
He might die. Yeah.
But who cares about stuns when you got damage? He's doing like 550 a hit. Pleb chased in towards his tier 3s. Arme getting tossed up and lands with a thud.
1, 2,
3, 4, he's done for. P1 shredded, Pleb gets the dismember off, but in comes Y, keeps the bristleback topped up, and Arme, he is gunning for more. He wants the ultra kill. Come here, Malik. You look tasty, you do. Give me the ultra.
Armlet
The
Toggle, still gonna be an ultra kill, and yeah, gotta give him respect. He wanted to give him the Rampage. Maybe in the end wants to get out, but yeah, Arme with the Rampage, 20 minutes in.
Oh, you're getting freebies now.
Probably another record. I assume this is the fastest Rampage of this tournament.
Probably, yeah. Highest amount of hero damage at 21. 35,000? I've seen 50-minute games where my carry player hasn't had that much bloody damage.
Oh, I remember some carries having like sub 2,000 damage.
Never forget Balder Magnus. They're tiny. They just can't handle the amount of damage Arme's bringing to the table. Evo trying to Firefly over the cliff tops. He's coming around the mountain, here's Arme, and he's taking down Batrider. In behind tier 4s now. They're using Blast Off defensively to get closer to Fountain as Arme straight towards the Undying, in towards Fountain as well. As D-boosted. Stuck inside their well.
What a cute play from Arme. He turns his back, extra damage coming out. But before you could tank there as much as you wanted, but now having this Fury Swipes effect pretty much. Some XDs dropped in the chat, well, some smiley faces.
Pleb dropped the question mark on them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
We're getting the flashbacks.
Mad Frog.
From Singapore Major.
Get some mines down. P1 tosses Arme across towards the techies. But now
they're not alive, so they can't even execute the combo. As soon as they respawn, they die.
He's under into the Fountain! They've got the Wind Ranger! Beautifully
They got
done.
the Ember Spirit as well. They popped the glyph.
Defending throne. Faith Bian, Y and Arme. Can they focus buildings? Do they want to fight? Malik's Undying is in. The relocate gets Y out of there for now. Faith Bian and Arme still stuck here though. I don't know if the D-boosters are stuck with them or if PGD or PSG are going to be able to fight.
Arme wants to finish it. 1, 2, one more hit is going to do the trick. Fade Beyond.
I do get the relocate back. A kill on the IO. Buyback is available. Batrider returns to the fight. Pleb in that chakram, getting shredded by Faith Bian.
70 kills in 23 minutes.
He's turning onto the throne. Arme Smurf. He's definitely not a 1.5 KMMR player, that's for sure.
Shots fired. Still alive, still has that Satanic available. Maybe it's time to go in and close the game. But seems like PSG LG that they're also having a lot of fun.
Hey! He's got another one.
Instant Lotus Orb from
And then, oh my god, the bristleback damage! He doesn't finish off, oh he does with a cool spray. Oh, now the throne. So open and exposed, beyond godlike streak, Arme is just cruising. GG call, D-boosters tap out. There's nothing left to see here as LGD have a very simple 2-0 victory.
Expected result. I think everyone kind of expected that PSG LGD what they're gonna do here, but we gotta give credit to D-boosters. You know, they
entertaining.
Absolutely entertaining for the crowd, for style points, some good hooks from play, a lot of missed ones as well. But yeah, they try to go for something different. First game going for level 1 Roshan, trying to play off of that, and the second game going for displacement abilities. And yeah, they came here to entertain, and they did.
They sure did. That's going to be a nice little morale boost after getting destroyed by Secret last night for LGD. And of course, now we have our second team eliminated, right? Liquid and D-boosters no longer a chance to head towards the playoffs as LGD pack up their stuff after a pretty swift series there. I mean, what was it?
It was
20-30 minutes per game
total for a series. Yeah, a lot of records broken in this game. Highest number of assists, highest number of damage. I think it was done on Bristleback.
It's like 35,000.
Yeah, probably fastest Rampage probably on top of that. And we can see some of the highlights.
So they're so serious when they're getting ready and drafting, preparing for the game. Then they realize this is what they're up against. They're up against people tossing you into tier 1s before runes have even spawned. Well, there we go. LGD 2-0 victory, and you can see the joy in the D-boosters' faces getting to play up against one of the top teams in the world as we head back to Alvo and the panel.
Thank you very much, Karen. We're here on the panel, always ready, watching these Aramco highlights, or these highlights brought to you by Aramco. You know, one of those series that is just for fun for one of the teams, and you could tell they were laughing the whole time. I actually think that the D-boosters were having more fun than LGD in that series.
Well, I mean, we saw LGD actually kind of crack some smiles, throw some all chat back. You know, they actually dove the fountain. It was like the short film contest this year with the Bristleback. You know, finally breathing, and he's just tanking, you know, the fountain and farming. Eventually, Ame got a little bit of that going. Yeah, I mean, they got to have some fun, right? Ame with a Rampage. But I do really appreciate that D-boosters, you know, they went out there. They did not call early GGs. They played here for the fans, right? I mean, the arena is quite full. Normally, it's not this full quite early with lots of people coming out later in the day. But yeah, people here were for the fans, and I always really like when a team does that.
That smile, I think, just cured me. I think I gained them more with that smile.
It's infectious. It's infectious, and yeah, the crowd just happy to see some good Dota.
PH mid, by the way, that's absolutely possible, which might look better than a support BH.
I think so. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting hero still being figured out, but Tundra believe they have the answer to it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be picking it in this game. So we'll expect something big coming out from them in this one. Final pick now for Team Spirit. They need themselves an offlaner by the looks of things. What do they want to do? What does Collapse want to play this time around?
I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good Mars game. It's like decent backline jump. Is Mars banned? No, it's not.
No, it's still there.
Queen of
What
Pain.
the hell? All right.
So why is this the hero of the series?
I don't know.
Understand. I don't understand.
It didn't do well last game either. And it's very saw that, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, we want a bit of that. We want to slice
So
that
they
cake."
did this. They did this against LGD. They ran. It was Toronto Tokyo playing it, which begs the question: where's the Void Spirit going? Is this a Void Spirit carry or
Apa dia ni?
a Queen of Pain?
Makan ni je
carry
dulu
or
guys, cheesy
Marcy
wedges.
Carry and who's no? It's
Ah.
it's a Weaver carry.
KFC,
it's a
sorry.
Weaver. I'm stupid. It's a Weaver.
I think
but
it's
then who's
Quap
the
off lane. I think it's Quap off lane personally. I know you said Toronto
You think
played it, but in my head,
offlane?
that's what the voices are telling me, Jenkins.
Sure. So if it's Quap off lane and it's a Weaver carry, mid Void Spirit, it's Quap Marcy. I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
A Quap Marcy lane, that's not bad. And then you have Phoenix Weaver. Yeah, sure. Phoenix Weaver will do fine against a beast.
Yeah.
Surely.
That
That sounds pretty good.
salt in your fries.
Yeah. A little
right.
bit of pepper too.
Ooh, spicy. Final pickup now from Tundra. I mean, they've still got a couple of seconds left in that reserve clock. Reserve time bucket. They need themselves a carry hero. All of the Skitter classics at this point being banned out. The pattern's still available, but don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They still kind of need an egg hitter, right? Like, they've got the Wyvern and the Beastmaster, which is like good.
Yeah.
But just give me one more thing. There we go. They're going to give me one more thing. But it does beg the question, where's our carry?
Guys. Okay, these are some wild drafts. So, carry BH is possibly the play. I'm not. I just got kicked out of the game, so I don't know if. Oh, we can see a screen there. It's turned a little bit.
I can see on my screen, but
you can see it.
Yeah.
It is carry BH.
It's carry bounty hunter, baby. Let's go. Skitter said, all right, you know, Abaddon. That's crazy, guys. That's ridiculous. We can't play carry Abaddon. Give me carry bounty hunter. This makes much more sense. I don't know what Tundra have had to drink this morning, but they are feeling crazy today as they're breaking the meta.
Somebody poured something into the apple juice. I don't know. This is some crazy meta stuff. I mean, I hope it goes better than last game for Skeeter because he looked real rough. And it is a collapse Queen of Pain offlane, by the way.
Okay.
With a Mira Marcy. So Quap Marcy sounds very strong, similar to Quap or similar to Marcy Viper, Marcy Razor. You have this ranged, extremely strong harass hero with a Marcy that can just throw people back and give you all of this like insane kill threat. It's going to do very well in the lane. Now the question is, does it transition to be effective in the game? I feel like against a BH, the answer will be yes. Like, what the hell does a BH Wyvern do to Marcy Queen of Pain? I feel like Spirit runs over that lane.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Yeah, it does feel that way. I'm not sure. It's a lot to consider here in this game, and I don't know. I'm a little bit worried. But I think the one thing they've got going for them, Tundra, is the mid. I think they're going to be able to force Toronto Tokyo out at some point. But of course, Void Spirit, you know, still good at farming up some small camps, keeping himself in the game, and going to make some rotations as well. I imagine there's going to be a lot of pressure on the power runes, but that's just kind of Dota.
3 kali dia kasi rancak tak ada.
Yeah.
Chase Wages tak ada.
It's not an easy lane for a Void Spirit against Lina. I mean, I feel like any hero against Lina is just not an easy lane.
Yep.
So I would imagine that Toronto Tokyo is probably going to be doing a lot of rotating. With that being said, though, if there are rotations onto 9 from the side of Team Spirit, like Marcy going there can absolutely kill Alina with a Void Spirit. Like, Lina is a squishy hero. Sure, in a 1v1 she beats the Void Spirit, but at level 6 she is super susceptible to getting ganked. And I think that Marcy will be free to rotate to mid because I don't see how a BH Wyvern is going to contest a Queen of Pain Marcy lane at all. So I feel like Collapse is going to be able to be left on his own very easily here.
Lagi-lagi Chase Wages.
Just to reiterate, a lot on the line here for those just tuning in for the game.
Stack dengan crit passive.
There is so much on at stake for both these teams. If Tundra could force out the draw here, then quite possibly down the line, they could be drawing in a tiebreaker, depending on how things go. These two teams have some very tough matchups in their future. Today, in fact, the last day of the group stages.
So we see Toronto Tokyo did do the high five bait, where if the enemy team high fives you across the river, you know that they have a ward. And they did have a ward, so Snaking did not take the bait. That is where being too friendly will actually lose you a game of Dota.
As if people are abusing such mechanics. Disgusting. Those are
these new
made to...
Zoomer players.
Yeah. Take every advantage they can get.
That's it. That's exactly
Itu
right.
tu
They'll
macam
abuse
Marco
anything.
One Piece.
Mirror says hello to Dahak. Going to actually grab the dispose early on here to help him get a bit of harassment out onto him. Take one shot from Saktor as well. Going to be bouncing around.
Dude, I can't take this Weaver set seriously. This is a I don't know what to say. He's a B, man.
Wait, what? He's invisible right now. Oh yeah, he really is.
He's
like,
a B.
He's a B.
Yo, have you seen B movie?
Oh yeah, of course I've seen B movie. I'm cultured. Of course I have.
That's a weird one, isn't it?
Yep. It's, it goes off on a tangent. Starts weird and it gets weirder, but anyway.
That's right.
Dahak, he's in some trouble here. He's been disposed back again. Yatoro laying the hate into Dahak. Can he get away? Right click comes in. Oh, the tiny little one charge, his little baby stick saved his life. That means he gets away okay.
Yeah, Yatoro's very low HP now. Let's see, does he have something? Does he have any salve on the courier? Nope. Just working with these tangos. So it's actually a really good trade for Tundra on the top lane.
Yeah, I'll be content with that one, that's for sure. Mid lane, the LSA comes down on Toronto, Tokyo. Just a bit of harassment, though. I don't want to get excited. No one ever dies in the mid lane anymore.
No, that's an infinity regen lane right there. You have to like really outskill somebody to kill them, I think.
Yeah.
But Lina, I mean, maybe this is one of the few heroes that could do it. She is the lane dominating mid hero.
That's true. That's true. I mean, see, everyone says like, oh, you know, reduce roots. Whoa, Yatoro dead in the top lane. That's a big kill for Tundra. They get him low, they force him to play on the edge, and then they kill him off. Meanwhile, Poshka down at bottom, right click out from Snaking. Not gonna be enough to kill him off here. Fire Pigeon will live through the onslaught of the Ice Pigeon.
Yeah, lane's going pretty well for Tundra so far. This bot lane even, BH 6-3. I mean, I suppose it's 2 minutes in and the lane starts next to the safe lane tower, so generally the safe lanes will do better. Because the range creep is like in the tower and they can play with the tower regen and the tower armor that they get as well. But still, you know, BH carry, not a very strong hero in the lane, especially.
The hack, they're going aggressively again here. Mira wants to make the plays, and they're going to need a little bit more, but with that bug upon him, I imagine they'll be able to take him down, and they will. So they get a bit of return blood in the top lane for Team Spirit.
Yeah, level 2 bugs from Yatoro, that's pretty cool. It's a lot of kill threat if you can like protect the bugs from dying now, which with Dispose you can.
Yeah. You can get in a beast, but the problem with Dispose is that not only does it stun you, but it also pushes you further back, meaning you have to run away rather than stand there and hit the bug. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very powerful mechanic in the game of Dota, hence why Tiny, Marcy, Rubik all pretty good. You know, Rubik's is very small.
It collapses level 2 in the Shadow Strike now, so should be able to put out a lot more harass down here.
Yeah, but right now it seems like Maposhka's the one getting very low to the Arctic Burn. The Shuriken's coming out. They're able to hold their own in this lane, surprisingly.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Wyvern actually seems to be like a pretty strong laner with the changes to the Arctic Burn and the Splinter Blast. It's very easy to hit people with Splinter Blast, and Arctic Burn has this massive uptime compared to before because of cooldown reduction as well as a 2-second increase on the flight duration. So you get these long-ranged attacks, and the debuff feels like it lasts forever.
Yeah. And Team Spirit know this. All Collapse getting kind of low here, but he will be okay. Although there's the Arctic Burn coming out as well. Snaking, he's really hungry for it. Meanwhile, the top slide, Sax is going to go down. To Hack, is he going to be okay? I mean, he's actually trying to get the return kill onto Mira here, but that's not going to happen. On the bottom side, though, Wyvern it wasn't able to secure the kill onto Maposhka there, and Maposhka just salves up, so...
Yeah, this is just like regen and harass central for both lanes. Weaver, Beastmaster, harass heroes, BH, even spamming out the shurikens constantly down here. Queen of Pain with the Shadow Strikes. Snake King spamming his Splinter Blast. Both supports have headdresses. Like,
it's a lot of battling. Is up in the top lane. Mira falls again. Collapse getting very low down here. Snaking just whacks away at him, but Collapse more than happy to tank a couple of spells here. In fact, they're going to go aggressively onto Skidder now. Skidder getting low. Snaking, I mean, he needs to try and help out his buddy here, but I'm not sure there's anything he can do. Skidder tries to turn it around onto Collapse. The Fire Spirit's there, but the poison will tick away and get the kill, and now Collapse jumps forwards, and they'll bring down Snaking as well. 2 dead on the bottom side. Team Spirit collapse in on this lane.
in Mira's death, by the way, was a suicide to mid tower, so it's not even like a lane trade. So really good last Spirit. Probably the most important thing is that Collapse got return charges and he's building into a full vessel. So
the hack again, though. They're going aggressively once more, and Saxor unfortunately missing the bushwhack, and that means the hack's fate is secured. Didn't make a tree.
Yeah, Spirit's kind of running away with the lanes again. Other than mid is getting dumpstered. Toronto, Tokyo struggling against 9.
Yeah.
On this Lina, which is kind of what happened last game too with the Queen of Pain. 9 well in the game.
Cool. And well, they're going to try and make him not do so well here as they move forwards onto the Lina. They can get, but the Winter's Cold Embrace going to come in and help 9 out for the time being. Running up to the high ground, Saxon is here as well, but Yatoro, he wants to finish the job. Is he going to be able to do so? LSA comes down, but the right clicks are there, and 9 will fall. And Yatoro even looking for more here as they move in with Maposhka. So many heroes brought to the middle lane from Team Spirit. They're just outmaneuvering in Tundra in this early game.
Yeah, that's 4 heroes mid, including the carry. That's pretty insane. I mean, if you're Team Spirit, I think you make that rotation because you know 9 is the only one that's having a good game here on Tundra. And so if you shut him down, it feels like there's a lot less of a recovery. As Skeeter is getting very bullied out in the bot lane. He's getting pushed right into Toronto, Tokyo.
Yeah, who's going to be there to clean him up? And it's going to be another death for Skeeter down at bottom.
Skeeter's going for a hood on a carry BH. That is interesting. Okay. I'm excited to see what he does with this.
Hood Ags? Go for the Pudge build?
Yeah, I guess so. This Eternal Shroud, you're just spamming, I guess? I feel like he's going to be useless, but we'll see.
Yeah, no way to really downplay that one, I suppose. That's another interesting game from Skinner here. I don't know why he feels the need to switch up his gameplay so much for this event. It's, or at least this series, I guess. They're trying to out-spirit Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in this game, 9 is Lina mid, so that's like Lina's almost always the true carry, and Dahak is a stand-in, and he's a carry player. And Beastmaster, Nature's Visage, these heroes that he plays are very strong semi-carries. So maybe Skeeter is identifying that, like, oh, I need to play. You know, I need to play like an offlaner because we have a carry, and my mid is playing carry in these games. I don't know if it's necessary, but maybe that's like the logic behind it. Because it's a conscious choice. It's not just randomly doing this, you know. It's,
I mean, it's a whatever
pick,
pick,
conscious
honestly.
choice given the stand-in situation that they have.
Maybe ada lagi hero better kot macam Void versus Void ke.
It's an interesting one, that's for sure. I mean, I don't want to make any early judgments yet.
Dia
so
pick BH, kalau
we'll see
BH
if it
dapat
pays
early
off in
game
the
okay,
second
okay.
game.
Ni dia dapat
Snaking being
teruk
stalked by
early
3
game.
heroes here, and once again, Toronto Tokyo in with the jump and out with the kill.
Yeah, Mirror's just being so annoying. Like, both of these Spirit supports are collapsing on the mid lane, no pun intended, to take away 9's pressure as the strongest hero in the game, so 9 has to go move to the jungle, and Maposhka's even following him, looking to get maybe some wards down, blocking these camps or something. Or maybe just feeding, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 9, he's got a lot of... Oh, great bushwhack there. That might bring them both down. Laguna Blade onto one, right clicks onto the other, and that is going to be a nice couple of kills going the way of Tundra.
I remember what I was saying during the draft about Soxa's Hoodwink. He hits bushwhacks that look way too good. It makes the hero look easy, and then you go play it in a pub, then you realize it's really hard, actually.
Yeah. That was insane. And another one down in the bottom lane. Is this going to end up in a kill? I don't think so. He has got the jump away. Saxon's still chasing, though. He's a hungry boy. But he will not be eating any quap today as Moira jumps forwards, looking for the toss back. Will not be finding it, though. And just a bit of trading, a bit of fighting, a bit of flexing on each other. But they're really searching hard for Saxa here.
I just had a very useless realization that the majority of heroes in this game are girls. Wyvern, Lina, Hoodwink, Marcy, Quap, Phoenix. That's a 6 out of 10 ratio.
Girls get it done.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Excellent. And Weaver is questionable because, well, in his descriptions he says, it does say he, even though he has babies, so I don't know. Bugs are asexual, I guess. Quap getting very low on the bottom side, but the shuriken won't be enough to kill him off. Collapses is easily
level
fine.
2 shuriken.
Oh, okay.
I guess, okay, the idea, this is a smoke. This is a full smoke.
Yeah, they're moving hard onto Dahak here, though, and they're going to be able to bring him down. They take him out. Meanwhile, just farming away in the jungle. Not helping out with that one.
I love that Beast is such a toxic hero that, like, you always have to smoke to him, and Maposhka even has to commit the egg because you know that otherwise, like, he can just roar and maybe kill you, and like, he'll go down, but then you'll go down. You won't get anything from it. So yeah, Spirit, they I mean, they understand Beastmaster as a hero clearly with the commitment that they've made to him.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
KFC makan
Here is
sandwich
gathering on
lah.
the top side for Tundra.
Dah
Though.
tu.
Looks like they want to set up here onto the Void Spirit.
You
The
want
Asa
people
is going
to
to come
swap
down
me,
with the
is
Gouda
it?
Blade. Bye-bye, Mr. Toronto Tokyo. Blasted.
And kind of stuck around a little too long, not anticipating the Winter's Curse combo. But yeah, Spirit at the tower, so they're decent. They're okay with it still. They're okay with it. Miposhka can hold this top lane quite easily with his Fire Spirits and lots of pressure on mid.
Jump in, toss back onto Saxa here. Hoodwink maybe in some trouble, but luckily has a heal coming out from Snaking, and that's going to give time to Skidder to TP on across here. Not quite sure what he's going to achieve with this rotation, though. Really wants to steal Mira's gold, but doesn't close the gap, so a bit of wasted time for the carry, unfortunately.
He tried to steal those jewels and trinkets, but he is a very slow goblin, unfortunately. I think I understand the hood to a degree. Like I've had another thought towards it, is that like BH, if you want to farm on him at all, you have to sit in lanes, and you can't sit in lanes as a squishy little goblin. So he gets a hood, so that way when he gets gone on eventually, because he's the carry in the lanes, at least like he can bait and survive. Because you're not going to jungle on this hero, right? And as a carry, I don't know how much you want to spend rotating and fighting. And even if you are rotating and fighting with the hood, at least you can steal gold from people while being tanky. And maybe that's the idea. You're farming the enemy's gold by hitting them and being tanky in fights.
Well, quick elimination out onto Mira here as they go for a bit of invasion. Yatura trying to get the kill onto the Hoodwink. Going to chase him all the way under the tower. Right click's coming through, needs a prog, won't find it. And now will have to time-lapse himself
Jadi game
away.
ni bet mana?
Luckily, will be
I don't know.
safe once that
Tundra
time-lapse
punya
comes
draft
out.
a bit weird, but see how it goes, bro.
It's another one of those
See
games where
how
Miposhka
it
just
goes.
gets to sit top with
Well, aku tahu kalau Ben sleep teammate
max
masa
fire
necrotic teammate
spirits and
tak
shove
mati.
out the
So kau
wave.
try. Of course lah, ideal.
It's an
Dia kena timing
interesting
perfect ideal. Benda tu
counter
dah
to
lama dah
Beastmaster
lah.
in some way. It's like,
Tak
obviously
kisah
Beastmaster
Necro
gives
punya
you aura to
ulti
kill the
ke.
egg, but in terms of map,
Tak kisah
you can sit
apa-apa.
up here and kill his summons, which is nice.
Some laid out. Void Spirit juking his way out of this one. They just want to clear out on Team Spirit. Very active early game from both these teams here, to be honest.
Kau tak back ke buka
And
sudah
Spirit, though,
makan
they're
KFC?
like
No
they're
bro, I
doing a
don't
good
bet.
job at
I don't have
disengaging
enough money.
when Tundra is making TP rotations in. Like they're not getting debated into any tower dives or anything like that. They're just like poking somebody TPs and then they use the haste to leave. Which I think is the right play against Tundra. It's like, are you gonna dive at BH with
Be
hood?
right back, yeah,
It's
guys.
like he's committed to this item that just makes him tanky. It doesn't make him farm any quicker. So just leave and go hit creeps.
Don't play into his hands. Do the one thing he wants you to do. But,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they are hanging out here around bottom, though. The three heroes, they're going in on this one. They want to try and bring him down. Saxa, can he save the day? No, he cannot. Skidder just gets torn apart limb from limb. And that's going to be a gruesome end to the Bounty Hunter.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This time the TPs were not available to come and help him out, so it does end up becoming a pretty straightforward pickoff. And they want to put some pressure on the tower whilst they're at it as well.
Yeah, they're looking for Saxa though. They're always down here trying to hold the tower and be a greedy little squirrel.
Lena actually TPing in. Looks like she got the boots of travel. Saxa moving in through the trees. Has that scurry to get himself away. Meanwhile, Miposhka's dead on the top side actually as they make the movement with the Lena. The setup was there. The kill comes through. And they will be trading towers, I reckon. Skidder just hanging out mid.
9 went for a Witchblade on Lena. That's cool.
Oh,
I mean,
interesting.
That's like one of the few heroes. Okay, they did get Saxa. That's one of the few heroes
finally.
that really abuses the projectile speed component to the Witchblade. Like Lena with fast projectiles. I mean, she's already a turret, That
Yeah, that's true.
that sounds scary.
Yeah. Thing is, she doesn't really benefit from the attack speed too much because she's already got absolute truck tons off it, but I can definitely see it being good. I mean, why specifically in this game do you think he's got it? I think it's something to do with the egg, actually.
The egg, the projectile speed versus the egg, and the attack speed. So like that's the thing is like attack speed is good
Kau
on
nak
Lena
main Tundra tu pula.
if the enemy
Mana
team
dia?
has
Kau
attack
let's
speed.
main Field Spirit ah.
So you can like continue killing the egg with the difference that makes potentially. But I also just kind of feel like Lena's not the most powerful mid hero that people are picking. It's just not that popular. And Witchblade is like the new mid item, so he's just trying it. You know what I mean?
Dahag being jumped on here, but he's got plenty of heroes behind him. Cold Embrace available should he want it, but Team actually just backing away. So back into the pit, trying to TP out. Not going to happen though. Sonic Wave cuts him out. That's going to be a clean kill.
That's 2 vessel charges for Collapse, which he really likes to play with right now. He's got 3 points in Shadow Strike, like big nuke damage from him.
Ooh, jumping in and saving Mr. President there, Mr. Mirror. Just helping him out, and meanwhile, Skitter is going to get that Cold Embrace thrown upon him. They've got the stun out onto the Weaver. They need more lockdown. They're not going to find it. Naturally, it's Team Spirit going for more kills. They tear apart the snaking. And Bushwhack comes in from the sidelines from Saxon. The Laguna Blade, it does come out in time. They kill off Yatoro. 9 standing and fighting his ground here. But under the tier 2 tower, they've got the Sun Ray upon him. It's a lot of damage. A lot of heroes hanging around wanting to finish the job here. Look at this swoop in, but the LSA predicts it. But it's not enough to save his life. But it does get them the 2 turnaround kills. Look at Mira. What are these guys doing? Team Spirit are playing some crazy old Dota right now. They'll use the rule to get the kill. Cold Embrace not going to save him. Toronto Tokyo TP himself out of here. He is gone. There's a bloodbath in the middle lane.
I'm pretty sure everybody died at the start of that. Like, Skitter died at the start of the fight, right? So that's like that's a 4 for 4. But unfortunately for Tundra, their bounty hunter was the one hero that died first, and also the one hero that can make a 4 for 4 good for you because of track.
Yeah.
So it really sucks that he died first in that fight.
What a game. I mean, we're 17 minutes in, and it feels like we've been going much longer than that. These guys are just brawling with each other.
People wanted fighting after the last game, and Team Spirit and Tundra, they're giving it to the fans.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah. Soxa is so good at doing that. I love how aggressive Spirit is here too. Like they know it's very worth
mid
it.
lane, they're going on to Skitter once again here live. They throw him back, and with Phoenix coming in as well, they are going to be able to kill off the bounty hunter in mid. That is a shame.
Dude, Skeeter is having a rough series, bro. He's 0-5 on BH, 0-5-2. Level 10, Mira. The position for Marcy is level 11, almost 12, with the Blink Dagger coming out on the Courier very soon. That is scary, man. Soxa's level 10 is... Wait. Bro, Skeeter is the lowest level on his team.
Berapa sudah? 200.
9 in a bit of trouble. LSA is going to miss, and now once again, Team Spirit just surrounding these targets. 9, they're keeping their distance. They want to finish him off from afar to make sure he can't get any surprise kills on the exit, and they do that beautifully. Team Spirit with the in and out.
Is Roche the play now? You just go with the Weaver bugs. No, Weaver bugs are on cooldown.
Gotta wait.
Yep. The minute mark just passed though, so they can farm up this triangle, and this feels really bad for Tundra when they respawn because the safest place that has the best farm is just completely empty for a minute, and they do go for the Roche.
Yep, bugs are back up. That gives them the opportunity they need to run into that pit. And double damage just to help out as well. Thank you, Mr. Gaben.
Yeah, very easy to Roche with Marcy, DD, Weaver. Also, you know, total control of the map. That definitely helps as well.
Yeah, that's a plus. I definitely consider that a plus.
It's a plus. It's a plus. Not a minus for sure.
Smoke
Tundra
out.
smokes anyway, huh? I mean, people do disperse after Roche usually, so this is not a bad smoke play.
It's the exact same thing they did last game as well. This is clearly something, a read they have, whether that be specifically on Team Spirit or just in Dota in general. But, you know, use that opportunity whilst they're feeling a little bit too free. And they're going to get themselves a Marcy kill here. Oh, the GP cancel actually pretty big there as Maposhka reveals everything. And he's going to be able to just fly himself away. Tundra left empty-handed, or are they? The Hawk comes in, stun is out, but the LSA doesn't follow up in time. Toronto Tokyo is going to be able to get himself back. 9 just trying to take some damage into this middle tier 1 tower. Not going to work.
Yatoro's getting a tier 2 at this point. Spirit's perfectly okay with this trade.
Yeah. I think you might be right. Where is his Ag Scepter on the Bounty Hunter? He should have it by now, right?
No, he's about halfway there.
Ooh.
It's Struggle City for him. Yeah.
That's bad news.
Dire's
Saxa,
bottom tower
nice little use of the Tumbler's toy there. Just giving the old 1-2. Getting them dancing shoes.
The good news is, when he does get the
are fortified.
Aghanim Scepter, he will be stealing a lot of golden trinkets away from the enemy team. That is what Bounty Hunter does.
Oh, 9 has been found here, but the LSA does land onto the Weaver. Can they get any follow-up is a question. Dahak is dead on the backlines as Weaver is just going to be able to get himself out. So Tundra not looking good for them at the moment. Snaking going for the TP out, but they will find
Nice
him.
catch.
They've got the stuns and they've got the kill. Another kill.
Nice team fighting from Spirit. Yatoro, he like forced a bunch of heroes away from the Beastmaster, and his team was able to take down Dahak. So just like understanding that if they split the fight like that, that there's very little way for Tundra to fight, and you have to go for the backliners in this case. Like you're talking like Hoodwink, Wyvern with Winter's Curse. Like there's actually ways to turn fights if you don't go on the backliners. And they get a bigger kill than the backliners by going on the Beastmaster and then like distracting the backliners with the Weaver, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Very nicely done. Very cool. Indeed. And 9, he's always trying to predict these LSAs. You know, he's really big braining this game. Trying to catch up this Weaver, this Void Spirit, this Quap.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah, he's trying. I mean, because if they can hit a Light Strike array to start, and then follow up with some other like easier stun, you know, I don't know, Hoodwink, and then it's a 7-second cooldown, so he can use another Light Strike array, and maybe that's long enough stun duration that they can kill somebody.
Radiant's
When you're
bottom
behind, you have to like try for things like that.
Oshka has to use to dodge out the Bushwhacker, and Toronto Tokyo just comes in and takes Sax's life, but they've got the stun out onto him. Laguna Blade finishes the job. Sonic Wave in the back lines. That should finish off Snaking here. Cold Embrace doesn't save him. Now Yatoro looking for more, along with Collapse. Who can they find? 9's actually turning it around. Another stun, just dishing out the damage, but I don't think they've got enough. Skidder falls again. TP out from 9, and Collapse is looking for Dahak, but Dahak as well. Also going to TP to safety. Mira doesn't quite connect on that one. 3 dead on the side of Tundra. Once again, they do get the Void Spirit, but it's a very, very small reward.
Mira was very close on both of those disposes. Like the BKB on 9 had just worn off right before his TP went through, but Mira could not get the cast point. Yeah, to Spirit in this fight, they really did not allow.
Oh, and jump forward
nice
live
on the real
as
game.
well. That is a really big target as well, and 9 is going to end up going down in the live feed.
Tundra macam main-main tu guys.
That's a huge pick, actually. That's massive.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, it's just abusing the fact that they know his BKB is on cooldown for another 40 seconds. They can just go ham.
Yeah, 9 felt this last game as well. Ags check. Oh, they were nearly there.
He's almost got it. He's almost got it.
That 12k net worth from Team Spirit's gonna drop like a rock, right, Jenkins? Right?
That's right. The more gold they have is the more gold that Skeeter can steal.
Exactly. There we go. There's my
In true-
optimistic little
In true
buddy.
goblin greed fashion, he just wants a bigger rush from stealing more bounty, which is great. He's cosplaying the bounty hunter, truly.
Meanwhile, Maposhka and Mira, the support's trying to get it done as they go onto the Hoodwink. Essence Ring going to help out quite a lot here, and actually Saxa doing a decent amount of damage back to Maposhka, especially with the Acorn Shot bursting through as well. Saxa needs to decide what he wants to do here, but unfortunately he's just going to get taken down as Collapse sweeps in to get the kill. Although live, we've got a bit of trouble here. They've got the roar out onto the Weaver. They're going to take it down. He doesn't have his Aegis anymore. Yatoro taking a step too far. Toronto Tokyo can do nothing about that.
Good timing. Really good timing from Tundra. I don't know if they timed that so that the Aegis was like despawning right at the moment that they went on him, but
Must have been close, right? Look at Roche respawn.
yeah, you can tell that he was feeling very confident. Oh, Mira wants to go in.
They do indeed. They do indeed. Dahak, though, taking some heavy hits right now, and he is actually going to fall snaking as well. Might be following him to the grave. Can he get up that high ground in time? He can. Meanwhile, toss back onto Skidder. No, sweet baby Skidder, not again, but a Sonic Wave to the face will melt his whole head off. Poor little guy. It's all right. The axe is coming.
Dire's
He's got it, dude. He's just not doing anything.
Oh.
He's got
What do you mean? It's supposed to be the game-changing moment, Jenkins. It was supposed to change everything.
It is. No, that'll be the Ag Shard. It'll be so goddamn tanky when he gets that.
Oh, okay, so when he gets the Ag Shard,
Soxa?
this game's turning around. Yeah, they're making a play actually onto the collapse here. And they're going to be able to take him down. Mirror as well, melting to the damage of 9. The right clicks will follow him and finish the job. 9, though, his BKB is about to run out. Beautiful LSA, predicting it once again. Is it going to get him another killer? Is he going to die before that? I think he might be going down, the poor little sausage. Down goes 9, and a winner's curse from Snaking, trying to buy himself a little bit more time to escape from this one. Team 3 won't be chasing further than this. In comes Skidder. Where's that axe? Let's go, baby! Woo!
Oh,
money.
He does no damage.
Ah, we got the money, dude. That's what it's about.
Oh, God.
It's fine. This is worth. But Toronto doing a lot of damage here. The Cold Embrace keeping him alive for a little bit longer, but death shall come eventually to the little goblin man as the Sunray tracks him down and finishes it off. Nicely done from a Boschka, sticking around for that play. Let's get
What?
again.
Yatoro's in, bro? Oh, no, he's out. He's just messing around with the Weaver ult. 35 seconds, that is down though, so. Then again, that's also 30 seconds that the enemy mid and carry are gone, so not really that big of a deal.
It's an unfortunate game for Tundra. Two games in a row. Not really going as planned.
Kalau
Yeah,
Afifi
I think
carry
in Skeeter,
better,
weird stuff
aku
is
pun
not-
fikir Fizzle
is
buat better.
not,
Tapi maybe kena ban lah Afifi. Aku tak
Feeling that
pasti.
strong in this series, to
Yeah.
be honest.
9 looking pretty godlike though. I mean, this was a 6 series of plays, whatever way you look at it. Like this LSA, oof, you love to see it.
Yeah, 9 is like the only reason I think that Tundra is, in this particular game. Last game the Hawk was a lot stronger, but in this game, like 9 is the saving grace for Tundra. They can maybe do stuff off of the back of him. He almost has a full satanic. In fact, I think he could afford it, or he can afford it very soon. I imagine he probably just buys out. Yeah, he does, because they need a fight to go their way. He's not going to die and then buy back and then win the game off of that. Like, he's got to have high net worth.
The big ask. Doing well, but yeah, they need to get that game-changing fight. You know, just 1-1 fight, and this bounty won't look quite so bad. And this Lina will start to be the apex predator in this game, which we've all seen before.
The Lina being the only one doing well does mean that Spirit has one job, though, and that's to, well, maybe 2 jobs. Like, make sure the backlines can't save Lina, and then kill Lina. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like Snaking and 9 are the 2 targets for Tundra. So I don't think any of these other heroes are really going to protect. Like, what's Skeeter going to do? Oh, no.
Well, the Hawk is going to die. That's what I know. They will jump in with the Winter's Curse here, looking to set up for the 2-man LSA. The Bushwhack will come through instead as they keep him out of the fight. This Egg, it's actually going to pop here. They do get the kill onto the Postgro. Now 9 moving forwards, looking for the Void Spirit to take him down as well. Now, I think Team Spirit actually needs to be the ones to get out of this one because Dahaki's in with a Roar, starting up the Marcy. They're going to be able to get yet another kill here. It is Zaxa getting the credits, but it is Tundra winning this fight. But it has to be said, once again, Skid was the first to die, so no track kills, no shurikens bouncing around, no income for our little peasant goblin. But there's buybacks coming out from Team Spirit. They want to defend this Roshan, and I think that's what it is. They know it could be up, I suppose. Not quite yet.
That's a big fight for Tundra. I mean, huge. 2 buybacks. That's a win condition right there. Like, if Tundra gets a kill on one of these heroes and then they run into Roche, I don't think Spirit's going to be able to fight them. And then after that, the gold lead is going to dissipate.
I mean, it supports. I don't know about win condition, but yeah, definitely getting back in the game condition for them.
I feel like these supports are actually very important, though. Like a Phoenix with the Sunray and the Supernova, and Marcy with like the constant like in and out rebounds and disposes, even the sidekick. I feel like with just how they empower their cores to do stuff, they are important, which is why the last fight looked so bad. It's because the supports died early.
Yeah.
Tundra, man, they're out. They don't want to just sit in their base. This is a full wraparound.
Yeah, they're looking for some action to happen, that's for sure. They wanna take these fights. See if anyone TPs into the mid lane. So far,
they don't have
really
a ward
happening.
though. That's the problem.
That does make this risky. They might only have one, and they want to save it for the fight.
It's just day vision. Like, that's all they're using right now. They're trying to use the Hoodwink illusion to scout.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, there's nothing worse than placing a ward down and then the fight happens in a different area and you don't have another one, so you're fighting blind.
Yeah, that feels really bad. That's something that it's like in pro games, like they always fight on a ward. Ooh, almost got him. I don't think that goes through invis. That actually might have hit him if he wasn't invis. Another smoke. Dude, Tundra's been sitting on smokes, bro.
Kalau tu saya boleh lah biasa.
Collapse here. Collapse probably going to notice though that he has been
Ya,
trapped.
sebab dia ada Lina. Lina is
Jumping all the
like apa DPS hero. Dia bukannya macam
This
setup
is
punya
again
hero.
very tense, and it's all going to break off now as they jump in onto the
Holy
Beastmaster. They
shit.
can take out the Hack first. This will be huge, and they can. He's gone, as is the Wyvern. So two big team fighting elements just taken out of the fray. Looks like Sax is in some trouble as well, trying to scurry away from this one. Nice TP, not going to happen. Down goes the squirrel. 3 heroes dead in a blink of an eye. My God.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Just like that. I mean, that was great team fighting by Spirit. Good initiation as well from Toronto Tokyo. He jumped in, but he didn't like stay in the fray. He just gave vision for his team to kill the important heroes, and he jumped out to like the back line, so that way he couldn't just get Winter's Curse as soon as the fight started. Like he knows what his job is. It's just to go in and give vision for his team, and it gives them a perfect fight.
Absolutely.
Roshan has fallen to the
Really, really good engagement for the side of Team Spirit. Just as long as they get the jump, it feels like they're fine, right?
Yeah, I think so. Which is exactly why he's going in to give vision. It's like he's not really the jump hero. I think that's Mira, but in order for Mira to get the jump, he needs to actually see people.
Yeah, he needs a target.
Dire are scanning.
That's the thing. Sometimes the initiator is not the one who should go in first, weirdly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Dota. Depending on like the layers of how the team fight is going to go, but against a Winter Wyvern, against these heroes that you have to find before a good fight can start,
Yeah.
like somebody's got to run in and die. Sometimes it's an ogre just like running up a high ground like an idiot and dying. Sometimes it's a void spirit with you know, Kaya and Sanj, who's very
Oh,
tanky.
yes, gotta get that bag. Go on, King. He's fine, see? Let's get up. Oh, he's run out of trees.
Dead.
He's run out of forest pathways to take. Oh, no. Well, he took some of Toronto Tokyo's money, though, right? So...
He did. How much did he get for that?
Don't worry
that
about
was
that. It's fine.
36 gold.
No, don't worry about
that
it.
was...
It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You're an A. You don't need to do maths.
that's rough. That's rough.
Oh no, another kill across the map as well. Toronto Tokyo, he's got his mop and he is cleaning up right now. But Hack says, hello, I'm not a support. You can't do that to me. But they've got teammates coming across here. Nice little stun onto the Marcy, but is it going to make a difference to Hack's fate? No, it is not. They're on top of him, and they'll get yet another elimination on this map. Zaxxer in the tree lines will TP out and be safe, but Team Spirit are just wiping across the face of this map right now. Not letting Tundra be out and getting farm and making sure their net worth is skyrocketing.
Yeah, Toronto Tokyo's not dealing with this nonsense this game. Like, he's just completely on point with the pickoffs. And the cool thing about him going in first is that if he does end up getting roared, like we just saw there, Mira can jump in and save him. So it's like, it's very convenient that Marcy is both the hero that Toronto Tokyo needs to give vision for to initiate, but also Marcy can save him if the initiation is botched in any way.
Yeah, that's true.
Radiant's
that point a
middle
lot.
tower is under attack.
It's a nice little drafting synergy, and you know, whether it's just something they've played with before, you know, in scrims where they've managed to make that work and said, hey, these two heroes actually end up working really well together, or is it just something in this game they've discovered, or something they've theorized about and then tried to get? You just don't know. But one thing we do know, Team Spirit, very smart. Not just Spirit.
I would guess they probably know about this synergy, because I think a lot of people are thinking about like how to set up for Marcy initiations right now, because the hero is just like the most OP hero in the game, right? So like I've seen like Night Stalker Marcy and stuff like that, just like getting good jumps with the ether lens and dispose with vision.
Lepas
Just
ni
like
dia apa? Tak
people,
tahu.
you know, like Enigma, people figured out how to like play around
Radiant's middle tower
getting
is
like
under
2 or
attack.
3 man black holes consistently by having somebody walk in, create
Play on
chaos.
the Weaver. A lot of damage coming down on Tim, but in comes Mira once again with the save. And you see that from the Void Spirit as well? He jumped on top of him just to make sure there was no sharpshooter.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Cute.
He realizes his job this game is he's like a body. His team is doing damage, and he's just like all the utility in the game, which is really cool.
Smash keyboard. Another problem with this bounty as well is that you're playing against a Weaver who's just going to get the shard and then gives him another form of detection, which is really, really strong on a carry.
And Gleipnir. Gleipnir hits invis units, I found out a little while ago. Yeah, it's very strong. A lot of other abilities like Gleipnir don't hit invis units, like Bushwhack, for example.
Oh, throwback on the leader into the Bounty Hunter as well, but the Winter's Curse might just get them out of here. Skidder and Nine need to get up to the high ground, and they're actually going to try and turn it around. They do kill off Mira, but can they get any more? But Poshka, the X going to fall as well. Nine, he's just turning around and doing the damage. Surely, though, he is going to fall, and as the BKB ends, the magic damage comes through, and they do kill off the leader, and now they'll look for more. Yatoro in onto Snake and get that kill as well. 5-man team wipe from the side of Team Spirit without even losing the Aegis, with only really they didn't even lose a single cure. I think this game might be over, Jenkins.
Yeah, 9 does not have buyback. He's 82 gold short, and this is the hero that needs to be alive in order to defend. They have a Philly Stone. They need to dig up a bounty for him. Somebody's got to get the shovel and dig up a bounty right now. Otherwise, they're going to lose all of their racks and maybe the game. Yeah, where's that shovel at, boys?
Come on, get digging. You here to play games? No. get
Actually,
in the dirt.
It's the only thing they can do besides getting the bounty room top, but I don't know how they're going to get there.
Do they have a shovel? Have you checked?
They do have a shovel, yeah.
Oh.
No, nobody made the call. I feel like that's supposed to be 9 that makes that call.
Yeah, please, guys. There is a way, but unfortunately, it's not going to find it. Snaking's going to go down. Bounty Hunter under the tier 4 towers. He's just running in circles like he's been doing for most of this game, to be honest. Feels so bad for him. There's once again getting eliminated, and Team Spirit, they will go for the Megas. Lena finally has the money for a buyback. Now, they make the play forward onto the Void Spirit. Can they bring him down, though? No seems to be the answer. In fact, he just comes back in place. He's looking to be aggressive. 9 gonna have to bottom BKB here, but can't get off the damage before Yatoro takes him out. Yatoro gets the kill, and the GGs are called. Game number 2. It goes the way of Team Spirit, and now Team Tundra are in dire threat of elimination from this group stage. Oh, dear.
I mean, dude, Spirit is just looking...
Alright guys, thank you so much guys for watching. Bagi aku BH tu bad pick lah. Dia last pick apa aku tak ingat. I don't know lah, I don't know, maybe Tundra nak try ke apa ke aku tak tahu lah. Tapi diorang main teruk lah. BH carry only for Danny Chan. Alright guys, thank you so much guys for watching. See you guys next time guys. No more stream after this guys. Esok aku sambung stream. Alright guys, thank you so much guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye guys.